in on the action this season with Underdog Fantasy's Pick'em game. Select higher or lower between 2 and 8 players and compete for up to 325 times your entry. Use code DIRECTOR when signing up to receive up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free pick. Action.
Who's got it better than us?
Well, kia ora, Bull fam. It's the Director. What's going on, everybody? We got a game today. Chargers football. And the season finale of the preseason, might I add. Oh, dudes, we are so close. I can practically taste it. Chargers regular season football is just around the corner. But today, the Chargers backups, depth pieces, aspiring players, all trying to make their case for the 53 practice squad and beyond. Going to be an interesting one, man. No starters today. Jim Harbaugh has already let us know that will not be the case in the final preseason game for the Chargers today. You have to expect to see a whole lot of Trey Lance. They did mention that Heineke's going to get a couple of series today, but it sounds like mostly DJU to close out the preseason, which I think is pretty cool. Finally, we're going to get to see an extended period of time of DJU able to make his case to be back up at some point, dude. And he had a couple of pretty impressive throws. He might be a guy, too, man. I don't know. If Trey Lance has made me a believer, who knows what might happen with DJU. Hey, we just got in here. We already got some super chats going. Let's see. First one up was King D. Lloyd with the 27 months. Let's bolt up, baby. Let's go, Padres, he says. Let's go, baby. And then Burrell Bikes in here with $5 holla. Call your shot. Name a surprise player to be cut and one to make the team. I think, as far as surprises, it's hard because I've already kind of made my intentions known. I think Rocket Sanders makes the team. I do. I really do. In order for that to happen, somebody's got to get cut, though, I feel like, right? I mean, unless you got Najee Harris starting on the NFI list. You know what I mean? So as far as surprising cuts, I think more reasonable is Jasir Taylor. But if you want a little more surprising, maybe Kamani Vidal or Hassan Haskins in order to make room for Rocket Sanders. That'd be interesting. That would be interesting. I think either way, you got to get Rocket on the roster somehow. That'd be one of them, man. Hey, thank you so much again, Burrell. Good to see you in the chat. James Choi, thank you so much for the $2 holla. Appreciate that, man. And here we go, dudes. Let's get some shout-outs in the chat as we get ready with this one. The Chargers will be taking on the Niners in their final preseason game. We go ahead and log into Underdog real quick. Anybody who hasn't gotten an entry in yet, if you're looking for a little guidance, well, this is what I got for you today. Nothing crazy. I'm throwing a $5 down like I do for all these preseason games. Nothing. We're just having fun here, all right? We're not. There's not enough data to go throwing down like crazy for these preseason games. But I'm just going to go on the running backs for this one. I think Raheem Sanders, Rocket Sanders, should be able to top 20 yards. I'm going to say, 18 and a half. And then Keyshawn Vaughn. Hopefully the Chargers can keep him under 33 and a half. But I felt like that was a pretty high number for the Niners. Pretty low number for Sanders. Let's just have some fun with it, yeah? If you guys are first joining Underdog, definitely take advantage of the promo code. Yes, Director gets you some bonus cash to play with, as well as being the good time to do so, man. $5 gets you 50 in bonus funds to maybe have a little bit more fun. Bringing that fun into the regular season as well. It's definitely one of my favorite parts of football season, fantasy football, which now recently in the last, I'm going to say 3 or 4 years, has included pick'ems. Such a good time. Such a good time. So as we get into this one, guys, who are you looking to make some plays today, dude? I think there's a lot of different candidates that comes from, the receiver position. I'm looking for a Rondé Gadsden in particular in this one. But I don't know if they're going to hold out Trey Harris and Keandre Lambert. I want to see those rookies get involved early if we can. Show that we've got some nice depth in terms of weapons for Justin Herbert. We got a $5 holla coming in from Alan Galladay. I have a theme song for you. How do I get it to you? A theme song. Throw it to my business email there, my man. Here, let's go. It's the director chargers at gmail.com. I'll throw it in the chat for you. Be nice. Everybody, be nice. That's how you can reach me there. That's crazy. It's a theme song, huh? That's wild. My brother is also a musician. And when I used to cover Madden, I was a pretty big Madden YouTuber. Not big, but like I was into it a lot. I did a lot of work with it. My brother made me a theme song called Stay Frosty. Have you guys ever heard it? It's wild. He did a really good job. Now here we are, man. Alan Galladay about to hook us up with another one. That's awesome, dude. Hey, thank you so much in advance, man. I'll look for the email. Let me know. And I'm looking forward to hearing it, man. We got Eli Mozo with another $5 holla. He says, Director, I don't know how close you are to him, but do you know what happened to Michael McLean? He stopped making content. Y'all's collab was so cool. Yes, I do know. Again, I haven't posted anything. It's not really my place, you know. But I did talk to him, I don't know, like 6 months ago, or maybe less than that, maybe like 3 or 4 months ago. And he mentioned that he had a pretty cool opportunity come up for himself, and so he's pursuing that. He didn't say he's closing the door on content or nothing like that. He may come back, but he's doing all right. He's doing good. I know a lot of people were worried there for a while. He's fine. He's just taking advantage of some opportunities that have presented themselves in his life, and we wish him well, man. He's an awesome dude. Awesome dude. Hung out with him a couple of times, trading camp and press conference and stuff like that. Good guy. Thank you again so much, Eli, for the $5 holla. Thunderbolts 24 with the $10 holla. Thank you so much, man. Supporting the channel. We appreciate the love there, my dude. Stay frosty, my man. Thunderbolts. $10 holla this early. The game hasn't even kicked off. It looks like we're getting ready to. The Chargers, Niners lining up and down the field. It looks like we got the pure whites on today. White top, white bottom. Chargers. White hot bolts. Ready to jump into this one, man. Hey, $10 holla again, Thunderbolts. Thank you so much, man. We forgot to get some of those shout-outs in here, man. We got Eddie Saldana. We got Ed Reyes, Ted Elders, Rick Monterosa, Nightwave, Caleb Porter is What Up Director coming to you from the game. My wife got her that signed Derwin. Hey, let's go, Caleb. And Mrs. Porter. The awesome opportunity to get that signed Derwin. Let's go. Let's go. Looks like the Chargers might be receiving. I see Naheem Hines out there as the returner. And here we go, baby. Chargers, Niners. Let's get it. Let's get it. Got a dual wheel Twitch and you. Let's go, dude. Here comes the return. It's Hines. Hines is going to weave his way up to the 30-yard line. And the Chargers will pick up a first or begin the drive at that. Oh, wait, we got a flag. We'll wait and see where the Chargers drive ends up starting here in just a second. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining. We already got 500 peeps in the chat ready to get this Chargers game underway. We'll see what the Chargers are looking at in terms of starting field position here. Holding by the receiving team. 10-yard penalty, first down. And it's going to be one of the special teamers caught holding. Chargers are going to have to start where? Is this at the 10? Flag already. But Trey Lance starting this game. Don't give me hope, Trey. Don't give me hope. I'm excited. I think it's hard not to smile when Trey Lance steps foot on the field for the Chargers this preseason, man. He's been awesome. 16-yard line is where the Chargers are going to start this drive. And Trey Lance, who's in at running back? I think it's Raheem Sanders. Rocket in at running back to start this game. And it is going to be a carry for Rocket. Rocket Sanders already going to pick up close to 10 yards. Nice run up the middle. It'll be second and short coming up. They're going to officially call it 7 or 8 yards. Very nice. Yes, sir. Hey, already looking pretty good on that underdog. That's already like half the yardage. Let's go. Just about half the yardage. Let's get it. And here comes the next play. It's another run up the middle. This time it's stuffed. It'll be third down coming up once again. Oh, this time it was Nyheim Hines who was the ball carrier. It'll be third and short coming up. And the announcers are mentioning that Jerry Rice is playing in front of his pops at this stadium, obviously. We'll see if he can put on a good show for his dad, help his chances at making the roster. I would love to see him at least stick around in the practice squad another year. There's some competition there right now as well. Third down and 2 yards. Can Trey Lance pick it up? Lance has got it. Blitz coming. Lance is going to float this one up. It's a very long pass and incomplete. Oh, dude, nice effort by Trey Lance considering he had about 3 players in his face as he released that football. It's going to be just about 3 yards too far for Darius Davis, his intended receiver. And the Chargers look like they're going to punt this thing away, but nice effort standing tall through that blitz, at least giving us a shot at a first down. Here comes J.K. Scott with the punt. We'll take a look at the defensive side of the football, where we're looking to shine. First off, the return. And the Chargers wrap him up. And they do. It's going to be a return of about 5 yards. Niners are starting around the 35-yard line. August with the $2 holla. Go Superchargers! I know it's a scrimmage, but win! Yes, sir! Let's win the scrimmage. Anytime there are lightning bolts on the field, we want to walk away with a win. That offensive line, the only player I recall seeing was Barnhart. But you guys let me know who was at least starting at center, too. The interior of that line absolutely collapsed during that attempt. Here comes 1st and 10 for the Niners. Chargers defense, we're looking for a play here. It's going to be a run up the middle for the Niners running back. Let's see who they're starting with today. It's number 31. Let's see. I got the players right here. It's Isaac Grendo, the backup, who had a nice year in aid of Christian McCaffrey, who went down that season. I remember that. Hey, Fabian with a $2 holla. Let's go, dude. Next play's already up. It's Grendo again, and it's another stop by the Chargers. It'll be third and medium coming up. Very, very nice. August, thank you so much for the 2, my friend. And a Fabian, good to see you, man. Thank you so much for the $2 holla. The Chargers do get a nice stop. It was Mickens, R.J. Mickens, with a nice stop there. I think Silvera, the defensive tackle, may have made initial contact too, but Mickens has been having a very solid preseason. Let's keep that up. In motion's the tight end. Niners spread things out a little bit. 14 looking. It's going to be deflected, but there was some contact. I don't know if Nico Reed's going to get called for that. And there's a stop. I think we might have gotten a little lucky there, which is okay. We'll call it as we see it. We got screwed last week versus the Rams when it came to that kind of stuff. But you know what? Hey, let's play it back a little bit. Oh, had his arm around his back but didn't turn the receiver is what the announcer's saying. So I guess it's no PI. Well, there you go. Nico Reed with the stop. He's fighting for a spot. 4th and 5. Here comes the punt. Chargers late substitution. Hopefully that's not a penalty. And Miller Hines looking to be the returner. He's going to round one corner. Picks up about 6 or 7. You're looking at a first down in around the 40-yard line. Let's go. Yes, sir. Nico Reed. In Fantasy 98, the Padres moved to the start of the Yankees dynasty. Swear this weekend series LA is the biggest I've ever seen in that time. Yeah, dude. I'm not a baseball guy, but you know, if anybody ever asks what team I have, it's usually Padres for me. I don't really have a stake in any baseball, but I have hung out at Petco once or twice. You know, it's been fun. A's fan, there you go. Dodgers, yeah. Padres, though. I mean, again, that's the closest I've ever been to a baseball fan. I've really tried a few seasons. I'll sit there. And by the way, we're in commercial break waiting for the Chargers' offensive possession to begin. I tried a couple of seasons at least, maybe 3 even. I went and I ordered a couple of games, or I don't remember how it worked back then. And I had to get some baseball package back when I had DirecTV. That was a while ago, a long time ago. And I tried, man. I sat through 2 or 3 games, gave it a good go, just didn't click with me. You know what I mean? The only time I sit and really kind of enjoy baseball is in person. I think in person is always fun. You know, I'm trying. I may try again because it's a long off season. Chargers football, the wait has been gruesome. But yeah, I don't know. Watching me and the Padres. What's up, baby? Let's go Chargers. Let's go Padres. Nico Reed showing up early. Yes, he is. So on defense, some of the players, I forgot to mention, some of the players that I'm sort of looking for on that one. I want the defensive line to show up. We're starting to hear pretty good things. It sounds like Daniel Popper's pretty impressed with the depth of that position, which is pretty exciting. Jamari Caldwell, Naquan Jones, Deshaun Hand looking for anybody to make a play from the interior today. That'd be awesome. Silvera has already made a play. The ex-Raider who's fighting for a spot as well. Pass rush also looking for, obviously, Caleb Murphy. Trevon Morris Brash has been pretty good this season. I know he's been with us a couple of years, but he feels like he's having a pretty good year. And, of course, any of the rookies on defense, Kyle Kennard, R.J. Mickens, the cornerbacks. That's kind of what we're looking for. Baseball is boring. I mean, it has its moments, even for me, but, like, you know, the pacing's much different than a football game. Here comes the Chargers. It's Rocket Sanders on the fake pitch. Ooh, Trey Lance hits his target in the hands. It's caught. First down, Chargers, after a 12-yard reception. I think that was Jalen Reagor. Taking a look at the number. Let's take a look here. Yes, Jalen Reagor is going to pick up the first down for the Chargers. That puts us down at the 36-yard line now. The 36-yard line for the Chargers. Nice play by the offense. Darius Davis in the slot. Reagor in motion. It's still Rocket Sanders at running back. And here comes Trey Lance. Play action. He's going to find his guy on the curl. It's going to be Jalen Reagor yet again. Second and medium coming up. Nice pickup of 5. Anyone else complaining you have to get another subscription to watch the Chargers? I hate every single streaming or have every single streaming service. Yeah, this is an era that I'm trying to help people avoid as well. Take a look at the links in the description for ExpressVPN and NFL Game Pass. All the games are available there. It's like a hub for all things NFL Live. Here comes the next deep pass by Trey Lance. It's going to be a little too far. Looking for Oronde Gadsden. But there might have been some miscommunication there. I think it may have been thrown a little too far for him. Very far for him. We're looking at a third and medium coming up. Third and medium. But the new one, right? It's the ESPN one, right? I already had ESPN Plus because it came with my phone or something. But I never really used it. I wonder if this new ESPN is anything better. Here comes 3rd and 5 for the Chargers, looking to convert. Trey Lance dancing around in the pocket. He's going to find, Lambert, who tried to come back to it. It gets underthrown this time at the feet of Lambert. 4th and 5 coming up. Maybe the sluggish and least inspiring start for Trey Lance so far this preseason. Hey, Don Clark,
I'm disappointed
baby.
in the Chargers not playing their starters tonight. You know who did play their starters? Super Bowl winners. Not good.
Yeah, Super Bowl winners. That's kind of the part of the video I did last week of being in favor of having the starters out there, at least for, a drive or two. Because all the best teams seem to give these starters good reps. Here comes the return by the Niners. He's not going to get much. right in the bleeding stun. It's going to be first down Niners. We'll take a look at the defense once more. But, I think literally like 20 minutes after I released my short the other day, Jim Harbaugh came out and said there was no starters. And in that short, I was saying, hey, I know there's mixed opinions on this, but I'm in favor of having the starters out there just because we cannot be going out versus the Chiefs looking as rusty as we did versus the Rams. And I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. We're hoping that everything's good. Chargers got to hit the ground running week 1 versus the Chiefs. Hopefully the reps that they got last week versus the Rams is enough to keep them ahead of the game. But thank you, Don Clark. $20 hollow on that one. You're a madman. You're a crazy person. Lock this dude up. Preseason. Thank you so much for the support, my man. We'll see what happens of it, but I think the biggest parts of my concern, Justin looked fine. Defense needs to get their footing, but offensive line, man, I really needed to see a larger sample size, how those guys are going to be. It actually didn't look as bad as I was expecting, but I would like to put my mind at ease at that whole situation. Dark Blue with the 535 says, I saw some YouTube girl saying that this upcoming Super Bowl will be Lions and Ravens based on the Super Bowl logo scheme, but I'm hoping Chargers. Definitely could be Chargers. So I'm guessing the coloring is going to be purple and blue, if I'm to read that correctly. And if it were blue for the Chargers, what's a purple NFC team that we'd be looking at? Huh? We're looking at the Vikings? Or otherwise? I don't know. That'd be crazy. Vikings, Chargers? That could be something. Who knows? $5 holla coming in from Dark Blue. Thank you so much for the support, everybody. Good start to the stream. Still looking for some momentum on offense. Defense has been doing okay so far. Here comes Don again.
KC is looking great. They played their starters for a full quarter last night, and they looked great. It doesn't look good for the Chargers in week 1. So sad.
That is, yes, it is absolutely something that you see from winning teams, which is kind of where I was feeling with Jim Harbaugh on the last week's presser with the Rams. They were talking about him bringing the starters out and this and that. And I was like, yes, okay, we have that mentality. Let's get a drive or two out there, pull them out, then maybe play them a little more extended in this game. But it turns out that Justin Herbert was the one asking to get some reps out there with the starters, and that's why he was out there with the Rams. Here comes the next play. Nicely defended. A pass to, I think, is that Ricky Pearsall? It's going to be incomplete. Desir Taylor in the area to disrupt it. But another $20 holla, Don. You're a crazy person. You're a crazy person. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. But your message is well received, man. I feel you, dude. It feels like, I think offensively, I'm not as worried as I was defensively, which is crazy because it's usually flipped, right? Here comes the next pass. It's going to be underneath. And once again, it's Jasir Taylor who's going to stop him short. It's third down. And that is Carter Bradley at quarterback right now. Actually, they have two 14s. It's Mordecai or Bradley. Both of them are 14s. So I'll have to take a closer look at the nameplate here in just a second. Guys, give Don Clark some likes on that super chat, man. Thank you so much. Already $40, dude. You're a crazy person. You're a crazy person. I'm upgrading to a nicer slice, a cut of meat next time I go and get our brisket for Victory Mondays. 3rd and 2. And it's incomplete. 4th and 2 coming up now. And it's Bradley, by the way, at quarterback. Bradley is at quarterback. And it's incomplete. In and out of the hands of number 6, who's Sky Moore. Dude, Sky Moore was talking all kinds of crap this morning, which I find hilarious. Now seeing a couple of pretty bad plays in this preseason game. And, of course, he was talking crap about the Chiefs. You know, I'll back that up every day of the week. But he was saying, I'm going to regret this, man. Everyone's going to regret this. I'm going to make him pay. Here comes the return. It's Luke Grimm. Only picks up a couple of yards. I feel like he was touched before he got the ball. Yes, he was. There's a flag. There's a flag. Anyway, Sky Moore struggling in this one after talking all kinds of crap. Finesse World with the 2. How you feeling about Herbert being with Madison Beard? Dude, I think it's epic. I think there's only a few things that you could do in the eyes of NFL fans, and this is from my perspective as a fan, okay? I know there's different layers to this for Justin and his relationship. I'm sure he's absolutely ecstatic. But to compete with the Taylor Swift stuff, yeah. Okay. I think Madison Beer might pull it off. I found it hilarious, man. Justin Herbert has been getting more nods from his peers than anybody else on the internet these last few days, including myself and my man, Justin Herbert. Let's go, dude. I love it. The internet has made me love it even more. Good for him, dude. Michael Boyd, $5 haul. I got YouTube TV with NFL package, NFL Plus, ESPN, and still have to pirate it. Bolt up to DJ Legacy game and Trey Pipkins Legacy game. I feel it. Yes, dude, Michael, that's exactly why I've been in this fight for at least 3 or 4 years now, right? With ExpressVPN, trying to help people get access to the game legitimately. No pirating. Without blackouts, because that is the most frustrating thing. When you jump through all the hoops, you pay up the butt a ridiculous amount for every single streaming service, every single, premium plan, and you get there and it's still blacked out. No, sir. No, sir. We stand together. Definitely check out the links in the description, guys. For anybody who wants any clarity or any help getting the games before the regular season, that's definitely probably the best way to secure the best price as well. Here comes Early with the $2 holla. Go Superchargers. Recent subscriber, hope to win. Let's go, dude. Welcome to the Bolt fam, and I'm going to say you were already a member of the Bolt fam. Welcome to the director's crew or whatever, the vibe. Welcome to the vibe. Appreciate the support, man. $2 holla, big ups, man. Thank you. NFL greedy, yeah. And funny enough, I started this fight back when it was still DirecTV with Sunday Ticket and all that kind of stuff. And this was working back then, even able to use a VPN to use the international NFL website, which they offer the entire package for a much cheaper rate. It's like $200, sometimes cheaper depending on where you get it. And that isn't like the same that we have here in the States. You have one place that has all the games, no blackouts. You click on it, you get the game, end of story. And it's for all of them. It's literally like one app. I don't know why we don't have it out here. It feels like we're so far behind the times, but they're just trying to squeeze us, being passionate fans of the NFL. Here comes the next play. It's Jalen Reagor again. He's going to pick up 15 yards on a pass from Trey Lance. Still in on this series. A very nice play. Chargers offense finally seeing some life here. Bolts. Where are we at now? The 45-yard line. Let's go. 1st and 10. Rattlesnake Jake, what's up? He said just because. Big nod to you, man. Trey Lance looking, has to fire under pressure. He takes a hit, but still gets the ball out to Nyheim Hines and picks up 3 yards. Hey, Rattlesnake Jake, thank you so much, dude. Big ups, my man. Big ups. Don't want to see Brendan Rice. You'll see Brendan in this game for sure, unless he's dinged up or whatever, or injured. Unless he's not playing, he's going to get reps in this game. In front of his dad, too, in San Francisco, for sure, for sure. 2nd and 7, it's Nyheim Hines. He's going to bounce off the line. Holy cow, Nyheim Hines still going. It's going to be a 1st down. That's what we call a big run, dude. Let's go. Nyheim Hines, who has looked good, man. He's looked good at times. But it sounds like the Chargers were kind of testing him in terms of his special team, return work as well. And he really fumbled the bag in that game. Was it the Saints game? Ugh. We'll see. He's been looking a lot better than I expected. I heard he was coming back out of retirement or taking another shot at the NFL. This is not what I expected. He's been doing pretty well, to be fair. Here comes another carry for Hines. He picks up about 2 or 3 this time. It's going to be 2nd and long. Lance can be a starter in the league. He probably could. Funny enough, I've been playing a crap ton of Madden franchise. I've actually been having a lot of fun with franchises. I'm usually a Madden Ultimate Team guy, but franchise has been fun. I ended up trading Lance to a team that needed a starting quarterback because he was just so good in that game too. And there's a pass to the sideline. Was that Klotz? There's a tight end that brought it in for a few yards. You got 3rd and medium coming up. Nice zip on the ball by Trey Lance. Got Madden 26. Yeah, I mean, I don't play Madden as much as I used to in my heyday. But I always get the new one because I want to see the new roster, play a little franchise. I might try Ultimate Team again, but it's been a while. You know? There was Klotz. Now we got 3rd and 5. Arondé Gadsden in motion in the slot. Darius Davis. It's a draw. They're going to give it to Rocket Sanders, who only picks up about 3 yards. Curious play call. And a 4th down for the Chargers. Going to be an area of the field where you might see them go for it. Raheem Sanders, a.k.a. Rocket, already up to 11 yards. He's about 8 more to help us out on underdog. But 4th and 3, they're going for it. Who's in the backfield? I think that's Haskins. And you got Gadsden. Oh, somebody jumped. I think the Chargers jumped. It's a false start. You're going to see the punting unit come out now. Dang. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. Call of Duty. I play Call of Duty sometimes. I mostly play because my friends play. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm a loyalist. As soon as I latched on to Apex Legends, I never let go. I'm still a big Apex guy. You guys know this. But I'm getting hyped for Battlefield 6. That beta was real fun. 4th and 8. Here comes the punting unit, and it's J.K. Scott. They're letting this clock roll down. Are they trying to get an offsides or something? Scott, this one's up. And are we going to see a fair catch? No, but the Chargers are going to see a nice bounce go their way, and it's going to be touch dead at inside the 5. Let's go. It was Johnson that got in there. The Niners with a very long field are going to be pinned. Nice special teams play. Wow, time for gaming. Don't have it, dude. Gaming's been nice lately, dude. It's been a nice era for video games, man. It's been fun. Helldivers coming to Xbox. I'm so stoked. Not that, I'll still be playing it on PlayStation, but finally I get to play it with all my boys. I've been so excited. None of my other friends have a PlayStation. They all only play Xbox. I'm so stoked to Helldive with them. Of course, Apex, Battlefield 6 is actually really fun. I'm not a Battlefield guy. I'm not a Call of Duty guy, but holy cow, was Battlefield 6 a good time. I can't wait for that. What else do I play? I play some Battlefront and obviously a little bit of Madden, a little bit of college football as well. I always get the bundle or whatever, and I run a couple of seasons at BYU, and then I forget I have it. But it was really fun last year. This year, I didn't quite like it. College football 26. Okay. Madden, actually, I think I like a lot better this year, which was the opposite last season. But before that, dude, oh, man, yeah, I was playing a lot of... I finished it. The Indiana Jones game was so legit, too. Oh, if you're a fan, or even a mild fan of Indiana Jones, or you're just a fan of, mystery and that kind of stuff. And man, that was a really good game. That was unexpectedly awesome. And I think it was on the Game Pass, which I gave it a shot. And dude, that was really fun too. Man. Well, we're in commercial break. Still no score 10 minutes into the game. This is your classic preseason Chargers football game. My phone blowing up. You guys see Shadur Sanders out there? I find it more interesting that the crowd was so excited to see him. I think that's going to kick the Browns in the butt to maybe give him a fairer chance. But he didn't look too great, though. I'm going to say that. Maybe they have something for us. I don't know. My whole perspective of the Sanders thing has been shaken a little bit. Did I make a parlay for this game? If I made an underdog entry, yes. And we're so far so good. One more time. I got Sanders for 19 yards pretty much, and then lower for this Vaughn guy, and so far so good. Here comes the first carry. I think that's Gwendo again. And Gwendo's going to pick up nothing. I think it's a negative play. Who was that? That was Naquan Jones. Naquan Jones. That's what we needed to see. That's what I was expecting and hoping to see. Yeah. Okay. Interior. We need those defensive tackles showing up in this one, man. Help my confidence in that position group. Here comes the quarterback one more time. It's underneath. A nice big hit. Somehow, is it Chosen? Is that Robbie Anderson? Robbie Chosen now, right? Is that Robbie Anderson? Is he with the Niners now? Okay, so Robbie Anderson picks up, I don't know, like 5 yards. Takes a big hit from, I think that was Jasir Taylor. No, that was Nico Reed. Big hit from Nico Reed. Somehow holds on to the ball. And you're looking at a 3rd and 4 now. So Mordecai is now the quarterback. He's not number 14. He's number 4. That's okay. It says it wrong here on ESPN. Here comes a flag on the play. Oh, it's a sack. No, he gets away. Mordecai throws on the run. It's out of bounds. But almost a safety for the Chargers. We have to wait for the penalty, though. If it's offsides, crap. If it's false start, then we might even decline this. We're so far back in their own territory. Let's see what they say. Is it interception, Nico? Yes, Nico, yeah. He's been doing pretty good this game. The director. What's up, Lionel? Illegal shift on the offense. Decline it. Yeah, decline. 4th down. Give us the ball. Time for some offense. Defenses look solid, man. Morris Brash was in there. There was a blitz up the middle from number 38. Remind me who 38 is. Who almost just picked up a safety for the Chargers. That's the linebacker, Emily Johnson. Emily Johnson almost got us a safety there too, man. Let's go. Hey. Hugo, the doorman boss. What's up, baby? Last preseason game till we get to the big boy league. Here comes the return by Hines. Naheem Hines. He's going to make a couple guys miss. He's on his way to the end zone. They're going to tackle him down inside the 15. Oh, what a big return by Hines. And we got ourselves excellent field position. Red zone alert. Let's go. Oh. Somebody call the red zone guy. Get us on the TV. We're here. Hines Ward, 31's in the chat, man. Big return. He needed that after that double muff return from the Saints. It was the Saints, right? Yeah, we needed that. Here's a flag, though. Oh, are they going to call this back? Oh, no. Late flag. What is the penalty? Well, there's a hold. We may have seen a hold by Gadsden. 41-yard return. I don't know where the heck they're going to put this football. Is it at the point of contact on the penalty? Is that how they do it, or Let's see. They're going to... Oh, wait. Yeah, we're starting at the 35. Boo. Still. Here comes... Still nice return for Hines. Here comes a nice deep ball. I think this is Heineke. And Heineke was looking for Keandre Lambert. He got tangled up in the DB, though. There's another flag on the field. We may actually see good field position from PI here. So Heineke now in at quarterback. Heineke. Nice deep attempt by him, but man, that Lambert Smith was completely tangled up in that dude. And they're going to say it's a legal player downfield and it's on the Chargers. Of course it is. Of course it is. Come on, man. Come on. I was looking at maybe a friggin' PI, but instead it's on us? Who was down there? Here's 1st and 15, and we're going to burn a timeout. It'll be 1st and 15 at like inside the 30 here in just a second. We playing the Chiefs? I don't know, man. I don't know. I saw the Chiefs get some ridiculous play already, though, in the preseason, just earlier today. Yesterday, I don't remember. But just remember, this is all the backups. We're looking at depth. We're looking at certain positions. In this instance, I think we're watching Taylor Heineke fight for his QB2 position on the team. Seems like it's in danger. Terry, thank you so much. $5 holla. Here comes Heineke looking. He tried to set up a screen to Nyheim Hines, but he lasered that into 31. It's incomplete. 2nd and 15 coming up. Very sloppy screen attempt. This a screen is, I think, one of the most complicated offensive plays that you can attempt. Everyone's got to be in sync, and everyone has to be has to find their guy early. And man, that was pretty sloppy. 2nd and 15. Here comes a nice run. It's Hines. And Hines, once again, a nice big run. That's going to be about 11 yards and gives us a realistic 3rd down here, dude. Terry Moore, thank you so much, man, with the high five. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you, Terry. Some love for Terry in the chat, dude. We appreciate that, man. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the game, and we're hoping for the best here, man. Nyheim Hines starting to impress a lot in this game. I'll have to wait and see if he can keep it up for 4 quarters or however long he's out there today. Heineke on a 3rd and 5. Can he convert? And it's going to be a floater looking for, I think that was Lambert Smith. Who is that? Jaquay Jackson, excuse me, is going to be the intended receiver, but it's going to be very well covered and very well defended by the Niners. It'll be a 4th down here and a punt upcoming. Some riveting Chargers football we are seeing today. Hey. So far, the player of the game has felt like who? Nyheim Hines. Nyheim Hines has been looking fantastic today, but not a whole lot from either offense, which has been very fun. Ooh, I don't know about that tackle, 38. Huge hit by 38 on the return. Let me take another look at it. It might have been legitimate. Let's see if it goes with the shoulder first. Yeah, I think so. Holy crap. What a freaking tackle, dude. That is what we call a boomstick. That's a hit stick if you've seen one, man. Dang. 38 wanted some. It's Emily Jones, or Johnson or Jones? It's Emily Johnson. Emily Johnson again, yeah. 1st and 10 Niners. Can the Chargers defense make another big play here? J.K. Scott, the player of the game so far. Here comes a handoff up the middle. Have to see who the running back is now, but it's coming back, it looks like. There's another penalty. So many flags, man. The NFL just saying, hey, man, let's get you guys used to what you're going to experience in week 1. Holding by the offense. It was Jamari Caldwell that stopped him, by the way. Who was the running back? I think it's still Guerendo. Yeah. Guerendo still in at running back for the Niners. And some holding is going to bring it back. 1st and 15, San Francisco. Director, what changes would you want to see for the first game against the Chiefs? What changes? Here comes another carry. Guerendo once more. He's going to pick up about 3 or 4 this time. 2nd and long coming up. As far as changes are concerned, just the interior offensive line, man. I don't know if I can change anything this late, though. It feels like that unit in particular, you probably wanted to bring somebody in a few weeks ago, at very minimum. You know what I mean? Your offensive line is probably the only big, huge red flag waving in my face right now. You could convince me on maybe a corner as well. But corner's been looking better than I expected. Here comes a pass over the middle. Nice tackle by 40. It's Williamson, the safety, who's also been kind of a standout. It's going to be 3rd and medium. Off to a slow start. Yeah, both offenses off to a slow start. Let's see if the Chargers defense can get off the field one more time. I mean, you could see it from that perspective, too. At least the defense is doing well. I don't think they've really had a bad game, at least for the backups. The starters, shockingly enough, did not have a good game. But the backups have been pretty fire. Let's see if they can get off the field here. 3rd and 5. It's Mordecai. He's looking. Ooh, it's tipped at the line. Incomplete. He was looking for a receiver on the corner. And it's a 4th and 5. It's Silvera, who's had a handful of good plays since being signed. What was that, like 2 weeks ago? Even if? Yeah, like 2 weeks ago, right? He doesn't look bad. You might see him stick around in the practice squad. He's been looking pretty good. Mordecai looks mortified as he comes off the field. 4th and 5. Chargers defense does it again. Let's see if we can get another nice return by Hines or otherwise. Here comes the punt. It is up. Who's back returning? It looks like it's a muffed punt. It's Luke Grimm. The Niners may have it. Oh, they do. I think Luke Grimm, the returner, could not handle after scoring a touchdown last week. And here come the Niners with excellent field position after the muff punt. That's what these games are for. But, man, what a 180 we've seen from Luke Grimm and Nyheim Hines. Hines having himself a great day, and Luke Grimm struggling. First big major mistake by either team in this game. Here's the turnover, and we got a player down. No! R.J. Mickens is down on the sideline. They're going to try and get him off the sideline. We'll see. Maybe he's okay. He's standing up, and he's got a right ankle or something that's bothering him. He's able to get some weight on it. I think he might be okay. I'm hoping he's okay, man. He's had a fantastic preseason. They're going to take him into the blue tent and check him out, but he's walking on it. He's putting weight on it. He's looking all right, but you never know with this sort of thing. Man, 27's in the chat, dude. Mickens, please, no. Here comes the next carry. Absolutely blown up. It was Williamson again and Naquan Jones again on that one. It'll be 2nd and long coming up. Mickens, dude. And that is something we'll keep an eye on, man. And one of my favorite late-round players in this year's draft. Here comes 2nd and 10. It's going to be underneath to the tight end who's going to turn and pick up the first down. It's the Niners who are on the move. That's going to put them, what, inside the 25? Was this their tight end, number 89? It was Luke Farrell, excuse me, at Ohio State. That's a big dude. Luke Farrell picks up the first down. Niners now at the 28-yard line. Here comes the next carry. It's going to be up the middle and only picks up about 2 yards. Who are you? Number 20. It's Wilson? Yep. Wilson, the running back, picks up about a yard, maybe 2, and we're looking at a 2nd and long. Finally, the Niners get a first down. Yeah, it's been a long one for them. That's going to be the end of the first round. Zeros on the board. A riveting week 3, 4, whatever, preseason for the Chargers. Neither offense has been able to do anything so far. Fun times. Fun times. I wonder if we're going to get any more carries from Rocket Sanders today, too. We need about 8 yards. 8 yards for Rocket Sanders, and that dream's still alive. But we'll see. We'll see. So far, though, I mean, the Luke Grimm thing is bad. That sucks. I mean, been very good so far in the preseason and in camp. I have to imagine he's probably one of those guys that'll stick around and practice squad. But this is, you're fighting for your life this week, dude. That's definitely not the week that you want to see that go down. Definitely not the week you want to see that go down. Yeah, first quarter, very boring. No bueno. No bueno. Grimm getting cut. I don't know if he gets cut for that, but that's not going to help his case to make the 53. Actually, already was a steep climb. But yeah, Sanders bumped Fidel 100%. I'm starting to think that way too. Again, I've been playing a crap ton of franchise on Madden the last couple of days, and I've been weighing a lot of the step chart stuff as we get closer to cuts next week, which is what, coming up literally in like 3 days, right? It's the 26th, isn't it? And when it came between Rocket and Vidal, I think I found a way to keep them both on the roster for a little bit. Then I think when it came down to it, I ended up keeping Rocket. But in Madden, I would say that Vidal's actually maybe a little bit better. Just because he's that archetype that you're looking for. Anyway, it's been on my mind. I've been thinking about it. I really, it's tough because I don't want to let go of either one of them, dude. I really don't. When it comes to the running backs, what do we have? We got the starting two. Obviously, you probably don't have to if you keep Najee on the NFI, but we also don't want that either. We want Najee out there week 1 if possible. That combo with Omarion, Najee, like that's awesome. That's fire. A great way to segue a superstar into the league too, like Omarion Hampton's going to end up being. But when it comes down to it, you're looking at cuts and you're looking at who's going to make the roster. It's such a tough call because Kamani's got so many solid elements in the game, but Rocket has just looked like the better ball carrier. You know what I mean? And Haskins has got to stick around because he's a key special teamer. Oh, they cut out a commercial straight into the game, and we got a touchdown Niners. That was jarring. Mordecai's going to hit a receiver in the end zone. Touchdown Niners. Who was in coverage? So we can keep an eye on that guy, man. Shelton, I think is his name. Shelton. That was jarring. Literally, they had a commercial that was taking forever. And then we cut, and there's a guy scoring a touchdown. So number 41, who was the safety? It was Tony Jefferson, but that was on 41. Who's Nehemiah Shelton, second-year guy out of San Jose. He's a 6'2", speedy corner, but, man, he got turned around. We got the first points of the game coming at the very first play of the second quarter. Unfortunately, it's for the Niners. Chargers offense needs a shot in the arm, man. We need something in this next drive to go right. That's a good start. The Niners are going to shank it. The PAT is no good. And the Chargers offense will take the field here momentarily. Hey, very nice. There's some hope there, man. Let's capitalize on it. We got to get something going on offense. Got to get this run game going, dude. Director Morgan Fox is available. He got cut by Atlanta. I mean, that's something definitely to consider. Right? Defensive line, who would be playing at his position? A Boygby? And I would give him a call, dude. I would definitely give Morgan Fox a call. If he didn't work there, we know he works here. He loves playing next to Khalil. That's something to consider. We got the Niners scoring the first touchdown. PAT is shanked. And now we got ourselves a 0-6 score as the Chargers get ready to return. Where's Lance Heineke? So Lance played the first bulk of snaps in the first quarter. He was swapped out late in the first quarter, and now it's Heineke. We are hearing that DJU may play a bulk of this game, though. So we'll see how far and how long Heineke is out there. So far, he's looked not great. Here comes the return. It's Hines. Hines going to try and spin out one man. Doesn't quite work out, but he still passes the 20. Chargers start around the 22. Action Dan.
Looking forward to see what DJU can do. He hasn't had much of a chance during these preseason games.
This is it, baby. These are the ops. I feel like that's the one thing I was excited about from that Jim Harbaugh press conference. At first, I was kind of kicking dirt a little bit. Like, man, the starters need reps. You know, I know it's risky, but I feel like it's important going into week 1 versus the Chiefs. But the thing I was excited about is finally DJU's getting a solid shot. He's only played a couple of different snaps here and there, right? Maybe like 3 or 4 total, and one of them was this huge bomb downfield to, who was it? Campbell, right? Man, I'm excited to see him today. Here comes the next carry. It's Rocket Sanders, who's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain, but a $20 holla coming in from Action Dan. You guys are crazy. You guys are nuts. Thank you guys so much for all the support, man. Thank you so much. $20 holla. Give him some love in the chat, man. Action Dan is back. And excited to see DJU, who's got a big arm. Comeback story from college. Hoping to see himself redeemed in the NFL as a backup quarterback. And we got ourselves a second down for the Chargers. After a penalty, actually, it's a first down Chargers. 1st and 5. Do we see another carry? Come on, give me that Sanders line. Here comes another carry. It's Sanders. Sanders trying to find a hole. Only picks up about 2 yards. It'll still be 2nd and short thanks to the penalty. Keep him out there. Keep him out there. Keep him out there. Keep him out there. Don't check out. There we go. Rocket's still in at running back. Don Clark with the 10. Dude, Don and Action Dan coming in.
I'm finding this very hard to watch. I'd rather sit on the toilet and read book. This is just crap.
This is the infamous reputation of preseason football. We are getting a maximum dose of preseason torture. Over the middle, it's Heineke to, it's Oronde Gadsden. And Gadsden makes a nice catch, picks up 15 or so yards and a first down. His ears were burning. He says, this one's for Don. And he goes up, makes a nice catch. Takes the contact 2 or 3 times before going down. Let's see some life for Don, baby. Thank you so much, Don. Another tenner, dude. Thank you so much, man. And Gadsden looking good. We've been hearing all sorts of things from him in camp this season. By the way, Mickens is running around on the sideline. He looks okay. Here comes the next carry. It was a nice start, but gets tripped up. Once again, it's Rocket Sanders. He picks up another 3 or so, and it'll be 2nd and long once again. We got to be getting close to that underdog, right? Got to be getting close. Oh, there's a flag. Are they going to check him out too? I think, yeah, he's going to check out. In comes, I'm guessing, Hines or somebody. Oh, it was on the defense. We got a first down via the defense, and the Chargers offense continues their drive. Keep Sanders in there every time until he runs. They hold. What happened to Heineke? He was doing all right in Washington, but not so good now. He was actually not bad last year, too, and we signed him, but I don't know. Something's up. A lot going on. I think the competition's also much more stiff with Trey Lance having his comeback. 1st and 10. Here comes the play action. Heineke avoids pressure. He's going to find a guy in the flat. I think that's Steve-O Klotz again. Klotz catches his 2nd target in this game. Yeah, the Iowa man, right? He might be a nice tight end, fullback hybrid. I'm looking for somebody like that, dude. I love Scott Matlock, and I think he's very important on those short yardage, blocking. But I would also like a hybrid, a tight end or a fullback that's got a little bit more utility to be in the mix there, because that can be really dangerous when you got someone who knows how to attack the edge, like Omarion Hampton does. Here comes the next carry. I'm going to guess that's Hines. Can't quite see the number. It's only going to be a couple of yards. It'll be a 3rd down coming up. It is Hines. 3rd and short coming up. He and Tom Grossi should collab one day. Maybe the next time we play the Packers, I'll hit him up and see if he's down. That'd be kind of fun, right? I don't do a lot of collabs live because it's hard to keep up with the chat and the game, and then adding another guy. I mean, maybe. I also like talking to you guys a lot too, but maybe one day. I've thought about it. Here comes the next play. It's another handoff up the middle. First down. It's Nyheim Hines. And the Chargers run game giving this offense some life. We're going to be down at the 40-yard line in Niners territory. We need an answer to that touchdown. Can Heineke and company deliver? What happened to Harris? Well, they're not really starting anybody, any of the starters not seeing any of the field tonight. So I'm assuming that he was part of that, which is pretty interesting.
Game may suck, but this is for the last chancers. Roster is pretty much locked, and this is for practice squad.
Yes, sir. Dude, BC, $20 haul. You guys, fantastic support today, dude. Thank you to everybody so much. Y'all are crazy. Here comes another carry. Oh, it's Rocket with a nice, huge carry. It's going to be a pickup of 9, and we just hit the underdog, baby. What's up? I'm going to hit the button. Let's go. Now we just got to figure out who to stop on defense. It was Vaughn, right? Keyshawn Vaughn. Got to keep him under 33 yards. And we'll make around $20. I love it. Hey, BC, thank you so much, man. Last chance for the roster. Yeah, I think we're going to see a little bit of competition in the running backs. And outside of that, we'll see who's making the practice squad. Could be worse, right? I don't know. It's going to be a tough call for Jim Harbaugh and all these guys. Ooh, a botched snap. I think Sanders was able to jump back on it. Oh, Heineke. We got to see who that was on. Was it a bad exchange? It was just a really bad snap, dude. And then Heineke unfortunately fell the wrong way, but he was the one to recover it, so we'll give him some credit there. Who's playing center there, dude? What a horrible snap. Who was the center on that play? I keep looking. I can't see. It might have been Andre James. Who's the center? It's 60-something. It's probably Josh Altenberger. And we got ourselves a flag. The next play. It's going to be 3rd and long, right? On offsides. Oh, it's delay a game on us. We're screwed. We're so screwed. BC, thank you so much again, man. Thank you so much. You and Don and Action Dan, guys, thank you so much for the support, dude. I appreciate that. Aaron Adams, member for 33 months. What's up, baby? We're looking at 3rd and 13 all of a sudden. Trips at the top of the screen. I think we see one receiver at the bottom of the screen. Heineke throws it into the dirt. There's another flag on the ground. Are we going to get pushed back even further? Ball start. It's going to be like 3rd and 20, dude. 3rd and 20. Technically 3rd and 18 coming up. Oh, man. And there's Jim Harbaugh taking some notes. Who was it this time? Number 71.
I've seen high school teams that
Branson
can execute
Taylor
plays better. This is the NFL, right?
Don. Throwing hands in the chat. It's not looking good, dude. Let's see another flag. No, it's going to be a corner route ran by Jackson, who picks up. I mean, that's a solid gain of like 15 or 16 yards, but not enough for the first down. We'll have to see if Dicker has the leg for it. This is the NFL, right? Another tenor coming in from Don Clark. He wants more. We need to see more. Yeah, the offense, man. Again, like we said, we need a shot in the arm. We'll see what they decide to do here. Hey, big love, dude. Let's go for it at the 4th. It's Cameron Dicker. He's going to get his first shot at a long field goal. This one's up to the 42. 42, long yard field goal. And it is up, and it looks good. A good thing that they missed that PAT, man. That keeps us within range. Cameron Dicker. 11's in the chat for Dicker the kicker, who puts us within a field goal of the 49ers with 7:52 left in the first half. Big ups to Cam Dicker, the man. Let's bring in Storm Norton for QB. Honestly, dude, at this point, because we didn't get to see Trey Lance play a full quarter, I'd like to see DJU close this game out. Is that fair? I think I'm ready for DJU. Let's get DJU in here and make some plays downfield. That dude's got a cannon. Throw, what are some of the speed at wideouts that we got on this roster? Let me go grab the roster one more time. In terms of, like, depth, hang on. Let's see, who's nice and fast? We already saw Rager. He's probably gone. Rice is okay. He's not too fast. Johnson's not too slow, is he? Maybe he is. I thought he was faster. Jackson's out there. Davis, Campbell. We'll see. I want to see those big plays, dude. I want to see that rocket arm. Let's bring in Vayshawn Jones. To be fair, Heineke's playing behind a horrible offensive line. That's true, but so is Trey Lance, man. I think Trey Lance just has the benefit of being a more mobile quarterback, right? Heineke can run too. I forgot he could run until we saw him in that game versus the Rams. Then I remembered him in Washington running a little more than we've seen recently. Clipboard Jesus. Someone called Charlie. Charlie! See an interception? Yeah. Defensively, I was hoping to see a whole lot of Mickens. Now I'm hoping that they take him out of the game. But outside of that, we're still looking for who? Nico Reed. Interior's been looking really good. I've been pretty happy what I've seen from the interior so far. Hey, there's Chargers fans all over this field, dude. Love it. Love. We had one in the chat earlier, dude. Got her a Derwin James jersey. Her signature. Let's go. Here comes the kick by the Niners, or the Chargers, and the return by the Niners. And it's going to be a nice return by the Niners all the way down to the 35. Yeah, now's a nice time to keep an eye on the tackles, dude. Both offensively and defensively. I want to see who's in on that line. Funny enough, which is wild to say after, 2 years of Jim Harbaugh, the trenches are where I'm most concerned right now. But we'll see. Nico's making a strong case. Yes, he is. See some plays. Let's see some plays. Can't quite see who the numbers are on the defensive line. We'll see once we get a closer look here. Here comes a low snap. It's going to be thrown short. It's number 31. I think it's Guerrero one more time. Picks up about a yard. So 14 is Bradley, right? They brought him back after the Mordecai drive. It looks like they're alternating. The Niners are alternating quarterbacks. So 1 on, 1 off. 2 on, 1 off, whatever. So Bradley is back. And 31 of the Niners, Guerrero, pick up a couple of yards. Here comes another run. Ooh, nice tackle. Who is this guy? Wax. Marlon Wax has been awesome this offseason too, dude. That was a solid tackle. Found an opening, shot through the gap, and delivered a nice tackle. Nice defense, dude. Now we can see who's on the line as well. There's 60 and 98. 97. So it's Randolph. I know 60. It's Silveria, the Raider, and 98 as well. Wait a minute, Wax! I think he got a fumble! Hey! It's a fumble, Marlon Wax! 58's in the chat for Wax after an awesome tackle. He comes back with a huge sack on the quarterback, causes a fumble. Chargers recover. Oh, dude, beautiful play by 58. Wax on, wax off. 58's in the chat. Let's go. That's a big defensive play the Chargers needed. Offense is getting ready to take the field. Beautiful play defensively. By the way, 98 is Christopher Hinton, the other defensive lineman on the line. Let's do this, dude. Get the offense out there. Let's see DJU. Let's get Gadsden in, right? I want to see Gadsden. Potts has been awesome so far. Gadsden has the one reception that was awesome, too. Yeah. That's a lock on. You meant Wax? You got to really think about that for the depth at linebacker. Let's see. What's the unofficial depth chart? Let's see here. Okay, so at linebacker, we'd be looking at, let's see, inside linebacker. Where are you? Oh, they got the left inside and the right inside, right? Yeah, okay. So they got Henley, Perriman, Dye, Colson. Those are all locks. That's 4. Who's the fifth? It's got to be Troy Dye. So they'd have to go 6 deep if they wanted to keep Marlon Wax. Because those are all locks. Oh, wait. I counted Dye twice. Yeah, that could work. Why is he on here twice? He's listed as the 4th stringer and the 2nd stringer. So, yeah, maybe that works. Delshawn Phillips is also here. We haven't gotten to see much of him either. He was a pretty good offseason signing at that time, but I don't know. Phillips is also a special teamer from what I recall. Wax has been so solid as a backup. I don't know. It's going to be tough. I think at very minimum, he's a great practice squad guy, but you'd love to see them make some space for him because he's been on fire. Him and Caleb Murphy and Tremont Morris Brash. All these guys have been great. Yeah, but Delshawn Phillips also on there too. Wax should be on reserves. He's been great, dude. I'm so paranoid. By the way, we're in commercial break. I'm so paranoid about poaching. Like, I really don't want to see Rocket on the practice squad ever because he'll get poached right away. Now, you can say that about a number of these guys, too. That's why, I mean, cut week's going to be especially interesting this week. Bleacher Report has us all on standby, so you're going to see a reaction by me right around, what would it be? Like 4 o'clock Pacific, I think. I don't know. I'll have to do the math on that. Maybe 3. Here comes a carry. It'll be Hines for about a yard, 2nd down. But yeah, I'll be out there reacting. I think it's on Tuesday. I think Tuesday's the deadline. And we'll see who makes the cut because, yeah, it's definitely a tough call in a lot of different positions in terms of these depth guys. 2nd down Chargers are talking to Derwin James as we get out there on offense. Is it DJU yet or is it still Heineke? It kind of looks like DJ. DJ changed his number, right? From 13 to 7. I can't quite see if it is him. Yes, it is DJU. All right, DJU in at quarterback. He's going to throw a long one into the end zone. Wow, touchdown, Chargers! Oronde Gadsden! Yeah, dude, those are the 2 biggest things I wanted to see on this offense. Woo! Gadsden, baby. Oh, I got to look at this route again. It's a crosser. And Gadsden just outruns everybody. Who was on him? That is one fast tight end. Number 36. If you're not a linebacker, that it's embarrassing as hell. Who are you? It's safety Marquise Siegel. Rookie out of Kansas State. Got absolutely burned by the tight end. Picks up the touchdown. The Chargers take the lead 10-6. Yo! Hey, I need to see some 7s, and I need to see some 86s in the chat for Gadsden and DJU. That is what I'm talking about. And you know what? I think we can also hit this button as well. That's a bomb! To number 86, dude. Oh, dude, what a play. What a play. That was great. We're sitting here wondering if it was even DJU, and all of a sudden you see this missile heading towards the end zone. I thought there was no chance of it getting caught. There's a lot of guys in the area, but holy cow, Gadsden goes up and gets it. Oh, that's what I wanted to see. Dude, that's great. I've seen both the things that I was hoping to see this game from both sides. A solid interior performance and a nice offensive performance by the tight end, Oronde Gasson. He was probably the biggest weapon that I was looking for a play from on the offense today. The rest of this game's been a snoozer. But, man, those parts. And then, obviously, you've seen some good plays from Wax and these guys as well. Man, let's go. Finally. Still 5:40 in the first half. But what a play. We needed it. Everybody wake up. The game's on. Everybody wake up. Somebody wake up, Don. We have finally arrived.
It's your Dallas DX fans again. Ready to start this season strong. Thanks again, director, for all you do. I predict McConkey becomes a superstar.
Oh, yes, sir. Hey, it's our Texas fans, man. Let's go. Welcome back. So excited to see you guys back. Everybody, dude. Every week we see people coming back, and it's like, oh, man, again, summer vacation's over. Back to school. Let's go. Who got a new haircut? I did, right? Yeah, baby. Dude, PDG Face, welcome back. And he predicts a McConkey superstar season. Oh, yes, sir. You can bet on it, dude. Daniel Popper has been crapping his pants on the sideline watching McConkey go to work, dude. He says one of the most disgusting routes he's ever seen was performed by McConkey in practice a few days ago. Oh, dude, I'm so excited. So excited. Thank you so much. Welcome back, Face. Appreciate the love in there, man. Howdy do. Yeah, McConkey's a mind. Now that he has help, watch him, dude. A lot of people have the misconception in football, at least in fantasy, I notice even more, that when you get more targets on a roster, they think it disrupts the production of a superstar. Like, oh, man, that's less targets for, my guy on offense. No, it does the opposite. Now they got more I got to worry about on defense, and you see more quality opportunities for your offensive player, and they can definitely help for another, a level up breakout season from McConkey again. We had one of the best, if not the best, rookie season in Chargers history at wide receiver. I like how I come up with these lame puns for director, but he doesn't see them. Hey! Where he says Niner defense got 86th. That was one worth digging back up. We mined that, baby. Appreciate it. Hugo's on it. Still surprised in most of my leagues Keenan is going undrafted. Yeah, dude. Take advantage of that. Chargers fans, take what you know into those fantasy drafts. Mine's on Friday. Here comes Bradley. It's going to be a pass underneath to number 6, Sky Moore. And he does a little dancing, picks up a first down at the 40. Sky Moore trying to live up to the Niners' rejection. He's got a picture in his locker of Patty Mahomes he's crying about every time he grabs his gym shorts. That divorce was gross. I was read all that stuff on Twitter this morning. I was like, that's crazy. You're in a great spot too, a good opportunity on a team that just lost I don't know what's going on with Ayuk, but Deebo Samuel too. When's the next draft? Wednesday. Could be the next draft as long as everything looks good. So we got a penalty, by the way. Gonna push him up a little bit more. Let's see. Wednesday should still be clear. My mom is coming to pick up the little one on Friday so we can do our draft. And I'm gonna take a few days off, man. Me and Mrs. Director, we need a weekend. The blitz getting into the school season is always just so fun. You don't feel like jumping off a high building at any point. Here comes the next carry by the Niners. It's going to pick up 2 or 3, but because of the penalty, you're looking at a 2nd and short. It's Guerrero again. Give me Wednesday. Nice. Yeah, we should still be on for Wednesday. Keep your noties on. Make sure you're clicking the bell icon and all that stuff so you don't miss it, especially if you're a member, because you guys will get that notification earlier. You guys will get the link at least to sign up a little earlier. And if you guys are wondering what the heck we're talking about, we do these one-off leagues on Underdog. I do a whole bunch of them before the season starts so I can play with you guys. It's one of those best ball leagues where you just set and forget. Here comes the next play. Nice tackle. Interior. Dude, Is Silvera again? Yes, it is. He's been, I mean, you got to think about keeping this guy around in the practice squad, dude. A nice play by Silvera. Anyway, these leagues, you draft a pretty large team. I think it's 18 players. And this is because you need the depth throughout the year. So there's no waiver wires. There's no setting your lineup. It's best ball. So they take the best from each position. They give you a score. 3rd and 1, the Niners able to push forward for the first down. Another nice effort by the interior of the defensive line. And it's a really good time because you can, like, rack them up, right? Because I think this will be, like, our 5th or 6th one on Wednesday. And I don't have to worry about setting my lineup for 5 new fantasy leagues. I could just go check on them whenever I've got time. It's fun. Is there a vacation before football season officially begins? Yeah. I mean, I kind of got one already, too. It wasn't an actual vacation, but I really focused on having a bunch of fun with my kids this summer, and it was a blast. We did all sorts of things this year. It was a good time. Here comes a first carry for number 30. Can't quite see 20. I think that's the guy that we're rooting against on Underdog. Here comes the 2-minute warning in 40 seconds. Chargers making some substitutions. Oh, it was Jeff Wilson. Never mind, Jeff Wilson. Where is this guy? Is he playing the second half? I mean, that may have been some easy money on Underdog today. 2nd and 6. I form for the Niners. Chargers shoot the gap. It's a play action. Almost intercepted. Marlon Wax with the pass with the breakup. But, dude, he almost had a pick. Oh, imagine that, dude. No way the Chargers let this guy go. He's got to be sticking around in the practice squad minimum, dude. He was able to tip it, but just missed the interception. And that brings us to 3rd and long. Let's go, dude. He's had a game. It's been Marlon Wax so far today. 3rd and 6. There's a flag. Looks like holding. 97 gets there. It's a sack, Chargers. On 3rd down, Randolph. Number 97 still hurts. Gets him down, but we're looking for the flag. Illegal shift on the offense obviously declined, and we're looking at a 4th and very long now. 4th and 13. Let's go. Put some 97s in the chat. 97s. Randolph picks up the sack, and it's a 2-minute warning. 4th down for the Niners. We'll see a punt. They're at the 50, though, so you're probably going to see a long field for the Chargers in just a second. Joey Bosa with the sack. Secretly rooting for him, man. If I'm tuning into the Bills at any point, unless we're playing them, I'm all Bosa. That one still hurts. I think I have, of some of my jerseys, because I have a bunch of dupes. I think the player I have the most jerseys of is LT. But next to him, I think the most I have is Joey Bosa. Because I remember buying 2 when he was still 99. And then when he changed his number, I think I remember buying another 2. So I think I have 4 Bosa jerseys. Dude, I was such a huge fan of Bosa. Such a huge fan. Still am. He had a tough break staying on the field these last several years for the Chargers. But, man, when he was out there and he was playing in his prime, one of my favorites. I need to order some jerseys soon, too, dude. I've been waiting. Actually, let me go to the Chargers website real quick. See, because I know they added some more jerseys to the new alternates. I need to get at least one of each, and I want the navy blue one. Be Omari and Hampton. But I'm so scared because if for whatever reason Hassan Haskins doesn't suit up, I'm almost guaranteeing you he's going to change his number to 28 again like he was at UNC. Let's see Pro Shop. Ooh, Pro Shop got a nice update. That's nice. It's clean. Let's see here. And Superchargers. Yes. Okay, so we got Herbert, we got Derwin, There's Hampton. So the exact jersey I want is right there. I'll be thinking about that one. I need a yellow jersey too, though. I don't have one. I've thought about it for many years. I've just not been a huge fan of the yellow. I'm still not the biggest fan of the yellow, but it's fine. It's different, and I need to put it in my collection. I'm thinking McConkey, if I'm being honest. I think McConkey in yellow makes a lot of sense. I wanted to say Trey Harris, but 15 looks pretty nice in yellow. You guys want to get in on the screen here? See what I'm looking at? They don't have any customs yet either. I want to get one with director on the back because I always wear a custom jersey to the games because there's shy people that don't want to ask if I'm director, and then they miss out on a picture and then they get mad. Oh, wait, here's one right here. Yeah, okay. We'll get the custom one too. Okay, so I got to order that soon. Definitely going to do the custom Supercharger jersey because, hey, you do. I'm going to the game that we're wearing these. We're going to the Vikings game. Me and Mrs. Director will be there. We'll be there. By the way, we've been in commercial break this whole time. I haven't been rambling. It was a 2-minute warning. Now we finally see the punt. And Miller Hines, the returner. They're not going to touch it. Nobody touch it. And it's touchdown by the Niners inside the 10. Long field, as expected. You got alt yellow. Alt's a solid pick, too, man. Alt, I'm saying. I love alt jerseys. Dude, this is the first jersey I've had of an offensive lineman since Hardwick. I thought about getting one for Slater. But, I don't know. I'm a big fan of alt, dude. Director number 69. I thought about it. I decided to go with 0-1 so I don't confuse anybody and offend anybody with. But I still get a couple of comments like, "Director, why are you wearing Justin Herbert's number?" I'm like, no, it's inverted. Oh, okay. Maybe one day I'd wear it. Gold. I like gold. I think I'm gonna get Ladd in the gold jersey. Hampton in the Superchargers jersey. If I were to get jerseys other than the rookies in those in the Superchargers, dude, it would probably be Mac for me. That Superchargers jersey. I think that would be super sick. Here's 2nd and 9 for the Chargers. I somehow missed the first. DJU, he's going to throw down the sideline. Unbelievable catch. There's no way. We have a minute. Clock is ticking. Call you the timeout, dude. Holy cow. Number 38 of the Chargers comes up with a spectacular grab in traffic. It's Campbell. Man, dude, that looked like a Malcolm Floyd catch. That was crazy. What a play. Hey, that's another big H-bomb from DJ. DJU's got an arm, dude. How many yards was that? I know we were inside the 10. I think we're somewhere inside the 40 now. What a play. Don't get 15 in yellow. Why? Why? Why not? I think it's cool. Got to be the hardest cut down in decades. Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. There's so many good depth pieces on this team all of a sudden. 1st and 10. Chargers now at the 36-yard line. DJU and the Bolts. And the Niners are very backed up. He's going to have to pass a little short this time. And, dude, what a second effort by the receiver. It's 39. Johnson, who the initial catch was for about 2 or 3 yards, and he just pushed those legs forward for an extra, 5. Now we're looking at a 2nd and 2. DJU going to throw to the sideline. Got to get out of bounds. Yes, he does. It's Campbell again. Now the Chargers are at the 45-yard line of the Niners. Dude, DJU, where did you come from? Oh, man. And Campbell, a nice out route by him. You had to have expected that, too, if you were the Niners DB. Niners playing press now. Okay. I dig it. Oh, no, they're backing off. 1st and 10. It's over the middle. Nice ball again from DJU. It's to number 39. Chargers likely take their last time out here. Johnson picks up about 12, and we're looking at what? Like the 35-yard line all of a sudden? Dude. DJU on the 2-minute drill looking like a pro. This is going to be tough. It feels like Heineke just has to go now, right? Like if you're going to roster 3 quarterbacks, it's got to be Trey and DJU. It's got to be. Y'all want to kick the field goal? Well, the offense is still out there. 22 seconds is still enough time for a play and a spike. And if I'm reading this correctly, I think they just want a few extra yards for the field goal attempt, which I think is the right call here. I might even be inclined to call it a draw or something. Position the field goal, because, yeah, right now they're at the 34. 22 seconds is enough time to do that. All right, it is a pass. DJU, he's going to float it to the sideline. Dude, Campbell again over the head of the defensive back, picks up another 15, 20 yards. Are you kidding me? Who's this Campbell guy? Who's this DJU guy? Who are you people? Feel like Patrick coming on to his rock and seeing all the eyeballs. What a play by the offense, and the Chargers now have an opportunity to hit the end zone a couple of times. Wow. In 60 seconds, DJU has taken the Chargers all the way down to the 19-yard line. Here comes a floater to the end zone. It's out of bounds. 2nd down coming up. 12 seconds left. Maybe another shot or two to the end zone before attempting the field goal. But my God, what an awesome start for him, man. Looking like Rivers to Gates out there. Yeah, that's crazy. The Campbell dude as well. Like, he's awesome. They're going to call us for a legal shift. We're going to be looking at a 2nd and 15 now, right? Jackson gets called for it. That's going to push us back to I don't even know anymore. We're in good spot for a field goal. Let's see what they decide to do here. Do you take one more shot, or do you send out Cameron Dicker? I think I send out Cam Dicker at this point. 12 seconds. You can maybe try one more shot at the end zone, but I think you take the points here, go into the half, and feel good about DJU in the second half. Chargers did receive, I think I remember. So we will be defending after the break. Here comes the Cameron Dicker field goal attempt. 37-yarder. And it is up, and it looks as clean as it gets. It is good. Chargers lead 13-6 over the Niners. And we should see a return that takes us into the locker room. Man, dude. He played a good at Clemson for a little bit, then O-State, the Beavers. Yeah, that's what I was reading, that he fell off, especially when he played at FSU. And FSU as a program collapsed, right? So maybe he was part of that, but wow.
Who the heck is that guy? I like that dude. 38 may belong in this league. Big and nice hands.
That's what I'm saying, dude. This Campbell guy. The Chargers need more perimeter players, and Campbell twice, 3 times? I don't know how many times in this drive. He goes up there and gets it. This last one, guys, man, I wish I could show you the clip right now. He went over the head of the defender. Looks like, I don't know, Mike Williams, I think, is a great comp right there to that catch. He just found a way to make it happen. Honestly, too, a little Jay Jettas. That felt like a Jay Jettas catch, too. Justin Jefferson over the head, keeps his feet in. Like, it was fan-freaking-tastic. What a play. A $10 holla from Don Clark, too, baby. Let's go, dude. We awake? We awake? We told someone to nudge you awake. The game is on. It's finally heating up, dude. And the offense, we had to get all the way down to the third string to see some offense out there on the field. That's crazy. Devin is better than Lance. I don't know, dude. Lance has been killing it this offseason. DJU looks like a legitimate backup because, of course, he's playing against the backups of the Niners. We're not going to go completely crazy, but he looks great. Here comes the kneel by Mordecai and the Niners, and we are going to go into the locker room. Chargers leading 13-6. Wow. After that first quarter, I didn't think there was any shot that this game would have any life, and it's really turned up. Since DJU entered the game, man. Wow. So, a couple of notes. It feels like Heineke's cooked. I feel like we either try and trade him, or maybe he's on the cutting room floor on Tuesday. And DJU might actually be something special. And then also Campbell, this Campbell guy. How in the world would we fit him on the roster? Because I like him as an X option. Damn, that's like 2 plays, at least 2, right? In this drive where he absolutely dunked on the corner that was covering him, dude. That is crazy. Then, yeah, Wax has looked good. Hines has had a couple of really good plays. Interior defensive line, Silvera in particular, has looked good this game. There's some, I mean, honestly, I don't know what my feelings were coming into this game in terms of, like, optimism, because you're looking at the deep backups. But so far, I'm pretty impressed. I don't know, dude. Looks real good. Looks real good. Well, we got to take a break here, guys. I got to use the restroom, stretch my legs, get ready for the second half. We're going to throw you guys over to our sponsors at Express VPN, the best and easiest way to catch the games on Sunday. Get ready, man. We're coming up, dude. We are a couple of weeks, man. Chargers football officially back. Let's go. Kiddo. Who are you people? That was me, literally 10 seconds ago. We'll be back here in a few minutes after a word from our sponsor. I'm gonna go stretch my legs. Be right back.
Watching football is awesome, but finding where to watch the freaking game, not so awesome. Because for whatever reason, it's ridiculously complicated. You need like 1 million subscriptions. Amazon Prime, ESPN, Peacock, Netflix, etc. That's like $100 a month, and you're only getting some of the games. And blackouts, those suck. But there's always Sunday Ticket, right? Sure, you can get this one for $480. But once again, I hope you like blackouts. Or this one for just $378, where you get most of the games. But you also need YouTube TV, which is like another $80 a month, which adds up to a total over of like $800. Guys, come on. Football should never be this expensive or complicated. And it doesn't have to be, because I found something many years ago. Maybe one of the best kept secrets they don't want you to know about. NFL Game Pass. This will almost seem too good to be true, because NFL Game Pass is basically a self-contained streaming service of just live NFL games and content. This is the Netflix of football. Yes, live games, every single one. No blackouts, all in one place, and the best part, affordable. It's like $20 a month. So why are we not all over this? Why doesn't everybody have this in the NFL season? That's because for some reason, they only make it available to international audiences, folks across the pond. The best NFL streaming app in the world actually exists, but we're locked out. Except the thing is, I found the key, and it's so easy. And now I'm sharing it with you guys. It's a VPN. You know that thing that allows you to bounce your signal to like another place in the world? Yeah, that works with NFL Game Pass. Now you get access to this awesome thing, and you can enjoy football like a normal human being without having to sell a kidney. It really is so easy. Let me show you. First off, you'll need a VPN. I've tried many. ExpressVPN is the best, and they know it. And they know I know it. And they know how much I love it. So they sent me a discount to forward to you good people. Use my link in the description when signing up. It'll get that price down to as low as like $5 a month. Worth every penny. Next, you'll need to turn on the VPN, set up your location. I would highly recommend this one. Das is good. And we're ready to rock and roll. Now, Game Pass is currently hosted on DAZN.com, of which the NFL has partnered with. So you want to go there, or you can follow the link in the description that'll take you directly to the Game Pass page. And when you're there, and this is new by the way, check this out. You can actually watch the preseason for free right now. Guys, this is actually huge. I would highly recommend trying this out, at least to this point, so you can make sure everything's working properly before paying for the rest of the season. You know what I mean? Because look, right now, I'm watching for free. Not a penny spent. And I'm sure if I was doing this for the first time, I'd be losing my mind. Like I'm sure you guys are gonna. Now that you tried it out, you're ready, you're satisfied with the epicness of the Game Pass app, and wishing you could go back in time so you could have been using this method for the last 5 years, you're ready to go ahead and grab whichever subscription you want for the season. Yes, this will give you access to live broadcasts from American commentators, all in English, in real time, no blackouts, to the NFL season. And again, it's on the cheap, like $20 a month. Look, it converts to like what, 22, 23 bucks? But that's it. You're done. Welcome to easy, affordable football. Now, a couple of notes before I let you excited football fans back into the world. One, when you're doing this, just make sure your VPN is on before going to DAZN.com. Otherwise, they won't let you in. Next, if you're having issues accessing the site, maybe try using Chrome and clearing your cache. Works wonders for me. Lastly, if you want to enjoy the game on your TV, it's actually super simple. You can either go the college kid HDMI cable out the laptop route, or you could find the ExpressVPN app on your phone, cast it to your TV. I know it's on Fire Stick, smart TVs, Xbox, whatever, and load up that way. Just make sure that the DAZN app is also available on that device. I think it's available on most. I personally use a Fire Stick myself, but it's made super easy. One day I hope Game Pass will be available to everyone, not just international folks, because really, this is how watching football is supposed to be. No jumping between apps, no expensive bundles, just one app, one place, easy, affordable football. So with that, I release you. Good luck on your football watching journeys this year. I hope this video makes the best sport in the world easier to enjoy and access for everyone. Be sure to use my link in the description for the best deal on ExpressVPN and watch football the way it's supposed to be. It's football season, baby. Shout out to our sponsor, ExpressVPN. It is good. The best way to watch football this season and every season since I think I started using them back in 18 or 19. I don't know. They've been great, man. Definitely check it out if you're one of those guys that's lost like me on how to catch all the games without signing up for every freaking subscription service under the sun. All right, dudes, let's jump into this one. First off, hey, let's take a look real quick. By the way, welcome to the crew, Greg McPhee. Thank you so much, man. Let's take a really quick look here, too, at the underdog entry. Hey. Not looking too bad. Now, I have to assume this guy, Vaughn, is going to be playing the entire second half, right? However, at least maybe, pessimistically. 33.5 yards, kind of a tall order against the Chargers D-line that's been looking pretty good today. I don't know, man. Did anybody follow this? Did anybody follow this entry today? If you did, congratulations. Again, I'm only encouraging a $5 throwdowns, right? Congratulations, you made like 20. Good job. All right, let's go take a look at some of these stats from this first half. More so, just help us guide ourselves through some of the big plays that we've seen. Pegasus is back. The yellow jerseys are stupid. I know, we're trying. Okay, we're rallying. Maybe we put a petition out. I have to wait and see. I'm not buying a yellow jersey just because that's in my complete collection or whatever. That's not me. That's not me. Pegasus! Thank you so much, man. I don't know what we're going to expect. I'm trying to imagine what we're going to see in that week versus the Colts. He's going to have an aneurysm. All right, let's take a look at some of the box score statistics here as we do get ready for the second half. Now, again, we're not looking for stats so much as we're looking for standout plays. And right now, at the top, quarterback, I think it's very evident. Now, again, the stats, they paint one picture. Heineke, he didn't look as bad as he did his first start versus the Saints, but he certainly did not look great. And he was also playing up against the wall with so many penalties. I remember seeing like a 3rd and forever, like a 3rd and 20 at some points. You can't put it all on Heineke, but did he look as good as Trey Lance? No. Even though Trey Lance only outpaced him by a few yards, just felt like the offense is moving a little bit better. Not Trey Lance's best week either, mind you. But this week's been all about this guy, man. DJU with 100 yards and a touchdown. I was very tempted to take the 100-yard entry for him on underdog. Kind of wishing I did now because he's going to have a huge day, man. He's been looking awesome. DJU, this puts us in a situation where the Chargers likely
do roster 3 quarterbacks. We've seen that in the past with Easton Stick and Heineke and all these guys. But I don't know if Tyler Heineke is going to be part of that equation going forward. Lance and Ugalele have been so much better. And DJU has been just absolutely on fire. It feels like if you combined the couple opportunities that he's had in the other games, he's got to have some of the most big play throws in the preseason so far. He's been incredible. Absolutely incredible. Come back here real quick, make sure I didn't lose you guys. And I did. Give me 1 second here, guys, as I refresh the chat, because I was like, where'd you guys go? Did I get boring? Did I get stale? Have I lost my touch? Has the director slipped and fell and can't get back up? No. Cat's just gone again. Outside of that, in terms of running back, Miller Hines has been having a good day. Rocket Sanders has looked really solid, as he has all preseason. But I think the bigger story is coming from the receivers. And this is exactly, again, coming into this game, I needed to see a few things. We knew that the starters weren't going to be out there. So I was like, okay, in terms of the deep backups, what do I want to see? And I think Oronde Gadsden was really high on my list. But the interior of the defensive line was probably the top, right? I needed to see some consistency there, some fight there, some help against the run, and they've been awesome, dude. Actually, coming down here real quick, get back on this screen. Marlon Wax, incredible for him, you know, up the middle in terms of that linebacker spot. Where are some of the defensive linemen? Boygby's gotten a couple of tackles. Naquan Jones, I know he got a tackle for loss. He looked great versus one of the running backs in that play. Silvera's been in there for a handful of nice plays. Kennard has been in there. I don't remember seeing him much. Rudolph got the sack. Right, Caldwell ended up getting a tackle too. The interior has been really nice. How much have they held the Niners to? 17 yards in the first half for the Niners. Let's go. Interior defensive line, I'm feeling pretty good about. You know what? I'm not the only person saying this. You know, Dan Popper was out here yesterday or 2 days ago talking about how deep the position is, how excited he is for it. But then back to the receivers, right? Oronde Gadsden, too, for 37 and a touchdown. What a beautiful touchdown. I think the thing that made me so excited about that score was the fact that Gadsden looked like a wide receiver the way he was flying down the field. He beat a safety for that touchdown on a crosser. Wow. And a beautiful ball by DJU on that play, by the way. But Gadsden, he's a fast guy. And that was all on display on that play. He also picked up a nice catch for a first down at some point as well. Gadsden as advertised. But, I mean, this last drive, it was all about this Campbell guy. Delvon Campbell, 3 for 58. No tutty yet, but, I mean, it feels like it's coming. And it's not the fact that we got 58 yards. It's the way that he got them. I think it was it all 3 of them? Or maybe at least 2 of them on the sideline. Covered beautifully by the Niners. He just went up there and snagged it out of the air. The long for 28 yards, absolutely so impressive. A big reason the Chargers were able to take that 2-minute drill, go all the way down the field and score the field goal with Cameron Dicker. Absolutely dominant performance by DJU, Campbell, and we'll even throw in Oronde Gadsden in the first half. Got to feel good about the depth at receiver for the Chargers, which is such a huge Huey from what we saw last year. DJU with the Huey on the receiving weapons, and we're feeling good. We're going to get back to Chargers football here in just a second, but you guys let me know, how in the heck are we going to fit Campbell on this roster? Because honestly, the Chargers, as bad as we need another X, feels like we might actually have something in Campbell, but we'll have to wait and see. It also feels like there's been a lot of movement from Campbell in preseason as far as camp is concerned. Been hearing his name here and there, and it's been all the same things. He's such a good perimeter receiver, and he's putting in the work. We'll have to wait and see. Here comes the second half. Chargers, again, they're kicking this one away to the Niners. They lead by a score, 13-6. And here comes the return by the Niners. They're going to field it inside the 5, past the 20, makes a man miss, eventually does get tackled by 49 of the Chargers. That's Miles Purchase. Here come the Niners on their first offensive possession of the second half. 2 says, I'm nervous about the 53, bro. Who do you think makes it at wide receiver? Ladd, Slay, UJ, Trey, KLS, Darius Davis. There's your 6. That if I had to make an official prediction, it's those 6. If we were to fit Campbell in there, I have no idea who in the heck we would have to cut to make that happen. 1st and 10. Here comes the run by the Niners. He gets leveled by a defender. Was that Troy Dye? I can't quite tell. No, it was Marlon Wax again. But there is a flag on the offense, so it's coming back anyway. And it's Wilson again. Wilson, the ball carrier. Offsides on the offense, 5-yard penalty. It's a 1st and 15 coming up. You think Rager makes it before Campbell? That's not a bad guess. But Rager doesn't quite fit that role, right? I mean, he can play X because of his speed. Campbell has that possession type receiver look that they're looking for, that they were probably hoping to get with Mike Williams. 1st and 15. Wilson split out wide. Here comes a carry. Almost intercepted by Wax. We got a Charger down. He's slow to get up. There is a flag. It's Johnson. Bonnie Johnson down on the field. He looks like a little shaken up and getting up on his own power. Legal shift, 1st down and 20 for the Niners. They're going to help Johnson off the field. He looks okay for the most part. I'm going to take a second look at it. What happened? Not the craziest hit. He must have knocked the air out of himself or something. Here comes the Niners. It's a draw. It's a big draw. Man, this is Wilson with like a 10-yard, maybe even 15-yard run. Going to be 2nd and medium now. But there is another flag on the ground. Man. Niners again. Holding on the Niners. Bro, a 15-yard run wiped away by Sky Moore, the wide receiver. 3rd straight flag on the Niners, and it's a 1st and almost 30. Wow. Here comes 1st and 30. Is it what? 1st and 27. Oh, they're going to say 1st and 23, excuse me. 1st and 23. It's going to be a bubble screen to the wide receiver. He gets clobbered right away. Kanai Mauga is going to be the linebacker that takes him down. Number 56. Mauga gets in there, man. What a play, too. Nice play rec. Gets in there quick. And a $10 holla from BC. He's back at it again. He comes in and says, Ortiz is too good. Too many guys should make this team, but won't. Good problem to have. Of all, to me, have to keep Wax. Been really good every game. Yeah, he's been getting better, too, which is crazy. By the way, Boygby got in there and disrupted a throw. Boygby, hand in the air, tips the ball. It's incomplete. 3rd and forever coming up. BC, thank you so much, man. $10 holla and a nod to Ortiz, who's been a absolute mastermind, master chef in drafting for the Chargers these last 2 seasons. Here comes another draw, and it's Wilson, who does great things again on the draw. It's going to be 10, 15 yards, but it's definitely a long 4th down. And the punting unit comes out. Nice job by the Chargers defense. Even better job by the Niners offense. Getting flagged a billion times. Let's go. Thanks again, BC. Give him some love in the chat, y'all. Hugo Sky Moore thought he was with KC. Yeah, dude, he got cut, traded or something. And this morning I was on Twitter, and he was talking about all this stuff about him making Kansas City regret it, and that he's going to go out there and prove them wrong, and he's going to be thinking about them when he succeeds with the Niners. And not a great start for him in that on that dream. Here comes a return by Hines. He'll cross the 40. Nice starting field position for the Chargers as DJU and the sensational Delvon Campbell come back onto the field. Go. Let's get DJU another tutty, baby. They're going to go to commercial break here for a minute. Man, has DJU been a breath of fresh air? Him and Trey Lance. I don't think I've been this excited about a Chargers backup quarterback in a minute. Since Charlie? Who have we had outside of Easton Stick? Because Easton Stick's been here forever. He was drafted while we still had Phillip Rivers. Who was the backup quarterback before that? Case Keenum also was a backup for a while there too. He was kind of there with Easton Stick, right? He was okay. I don't know, dude. It's been a minute. Backup's looking solid. Geno Smith. I remember Geno Smith. It was right after the Jets, right? I don't remember. But I remember being like, okay, cool. We got somebody. And I mean, honestly, yeah, we did have somebody because he's turned into quite the quarterback. Tyrod Taylor was fine too. Yeah, Whitehurst is really the first one that comes to mind. Tyrod was fine, and that was more so because we didn't know what this team was going to become. Because this was right after Phillip Rivers, right? And there was a season that we thought that Tyrod was going to be the starting quarterback, and then you guys know how that went. Freak accident, week 2. Here comes Justin Herbert, 5-minute notice. He absolutely kills it versus the Chiefs. We didn't win that game, but man, did he look good. And that was the end for Tyrod Taylor on the Chargers. But he was there for a year or two, right, with Phillip Rivers as well. Billy Volek. I don't know. Maybe I can accurately say this is the most excited I've been for the Chargers backup quarterbacks in my time as a fan. Who was before Charlie? Who was before Whitehurst? Because that's crazy. Cardale Jones, I do remember. I have a signed mini by him. I should have remembered that. Yeah, I do actually remember being excited about Cardale Jones. I was. I didn't really land, but I remember being hyped for that one. Okay, I'll give you that one. But it's been a minute since Cardale Jones, man. Was that yeah, that was like 6 years ago, right? Man, time flies. That's a good one. That was a good. You taking it out your back pocket. That's a good one. Flutie. How old was I when Flutie was a quarterback? Here comes a nice pass by DJU to Rondé Gadsden. Gadsden in an awesome corner route picks up at least 10 yards. It felt like that was more than 10 yards. Maybe DJU just backed up a whole lot. Oh, what a play. Phillip Rivers technically was a backup. Flutie Flakes. DJU to Rondé Gadsden. That's a 9-yard gain. Dude. Gadsden looks so good. And DJU, man, those balls, they feel so, the touch is so good. Here's 2nd and 1. Pause, by the way. 2nd and 1. I think, was that a Rocket Sanders carry? Yes, it was. Right? It'll be 3rd and 1 coming up. But the touch on those passes are so good by DJU, dude. He's got those tall receivers in a nice what's the word? Window to catch it above their coverage. Reach. Shut up. Here comes 3rd and 1. It's Rocket. And Rocket picks up the first down and a whole lot more. It's 1st down at the 45. Nice play by Rocket Sanders. Do the 49ers have a chance? I mean, yeah, it's preseason. I don't know if it really matters. But we're seeing some great plays by our backups, which is why we're here. Well, I'm excited. I honestly, seeing Oronde Gadsden with, would that be now 3 catches, like 50-something yards and a touchdown? Oh, that is what I signed up for, dude. So excited to see that. Gadsden in motion. I think Grimm is in the slot. It's a draw, and it's this time Nyheim Hines who fumbled it, and the Niners have it. Niners have it. Nyheim Hines with the fumble. I really thought for a second there that was Rocket, and Rocket had an issue holding on to the football, but it wasn't. It was Nyheim Hines, and man, dude, there's a frame in there. I need to go back and I need to find it of Nyheim Hines. The ball was popped out, and you could see him at the bottom of the pile going like this. No! Oh, dude. And what sucks because Hines actually, he's been looking pretty solid in a lot of this game and a lot of the preseason outside of the turnovers. And that'll get you killed every single time. 2 muffed kick returns and a fumble is not a good look. Although I will say that this stint with the Chargers on our practice squad or on the roster in the preseason, that this actually might help him get signed elsewhere. There's no way he's making our roster. He may stick around in the practice squad. That's fine with me. But he's been a lot better than I thought he would be. Even with that fumble and all this and that, you know. But that fumble, I mean, we already thought he was out because of the muffed returns. Now this definitely no shot of making the 53. But I don't know if we ever expected him to. Butterfingers. Eckler fumbled too, but dang. $20 holla coming in from Greg McPhee.
Much respect. We've been following you for a while, Director, but just joined the crew. Thank you for the midweek breakdowns, Bolt Brother.
Hey!
Bolt up.
Dude, thank you. And Don Clark coming in with another tenner.
How about those male NFL cheerleaders?
Oh, boy.
I'm so excited to see them this year. Sorry, I had to say it.
Don, throwing hands. It's definitely a decision. That's all I'm going to say, man. Definitely a choice. All I'm going to say with that comment is that we need our Chargers cheerleaders back. How long has it been? Did we have them back at the Galaxy Stadium in the soccer stadium? Did we still have them back then, or is that the first time that we didn't have them? The Chargers girls. We need our cheerleaders back, dude. That was such a vibe in San Diego. I don't know why they got rid of it. What the Vikings and all those guys are doing is interesting, though. You got to know your target audience is all I'm going to say, dude. You got to know who you're selling to. We've seen many examples of that. Greg McPhee, dude, thank you so much, man. Saying much respect, been following you for a while, just joined the crew. Welcome to the crew, by the way. Thank you for the midweek breakdowns. Bolt, brother, bolt up, dude. Thank you so much for the support, man. I really do appreciate that. It's been a whole lot of fun. I didn't know where this was going when we first started the channel. You know, if you didn't know this, if you're new here, I know you said you've been following a while, but the story behind that was I worked at a studio doing a whole bunch of commercial work, and I was very happy in that job. That was an awesome gig, but we all got laid off because of COVID. In those months, I was like, man, I got to do something to bring in a little cheddar. You know what I mean? Like, this is tough. And in the film industry, that's a death sentence. You know what I mean? If you climb the ladder for that long with one studio and then you get laid off, good luck. You know what I mean? You got to start all over again. Step one on that ladder. So we did the channel and you guys showed up, and it's been, you know, wheels up ever since. I could not be more grateful for all the support and all of the love and the chat and the super chats and for my family, everything, man. It's been absolutely a dream come true. Just being out here with the Bolt fam every week, man. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, McPhee. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Action Dan. Everybody here today, man. Y'all rock. I appreciate that. Tim Thede with the jaw. What's up, Director? I think Hines is cut. I think so too, Tim. I think so too. At least he's not making the 53. 2nd and 9 for the Niners coming up. Najee Harris sided. Did we see? Did he see? That's the question. Here comes is this a quarterback run? Yes, it is. I think this is Is this Mordecai? Of the two quarterbacks we've seen today, Mordecai is definitely the guy for the Niners, by the way, if you're wondering. And that'll put the Niners around midfield, I think. Yeah, the Chargers cheerleaders, yeah. Yeah, they were a vibe, dude. 1st and 10. And obviously, I mean that in a fun way, not in a weird way. you crazies. Here comes a Jeff Wilson run. It's going to be good for about 8 yards. And they're down at the 30-yard line. Bring back Boltman. Get Boltman in pads, man. I want to see that at least once. Get him in pads. I want him on one of those like swinging zip lines too. Let's get this guy like trained up to be the mascot. You get him to do all sorts of crazy crap. You know, that's one thing too that the Chargers have been missing that I really have been hoping for a while. Here comes another carry. It's a 1st down. Is it Wilson again? It is. Any of this guy that we were hoping not to get any yards? I mean, I hope not, but it's looking pretty good so far. I'm pretty happy with that. Can't lie. Not crazies? Okay, I'll take your word on that one. But yeah, that's one thing that's been missing with this team that I've kind of been hoping, makes its way back around. Like that fun, like goofy NFL element that has been somewhat traditional for a long time with the cheerleaders and the mascots and like halftime shows. I'm a BYU fan, and man, the vibe is so much fun at those games. The stadium's incredible, the view's incredible, but the vibe.
Been watching for last 5 years. Director. Joined about a month ago. Let's have a great season.
Dude!
Bolt up from Fresno.
Bolt up from Fresno. Thank you so much, Lawrence. I appreciate that, man. 5 years? That's insane. Thank you for joining, man, and thank you for the support. That's crazy, man. How many you be lurking? How many you lurking for 5 years too? That's awesome, man. Thank you. Here comes another carry. The Niners have now moved inside the 20. I think it's Jeff Wilson again. It'll be 2nd and medium coming up. Thank you so much, man. Give him some love. To Lawrence and Greg and all you guys. Thank you for joining, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, even BYU has cheerleaders. Like, that's so much fun. We have a mascot that's a cougar. His name's Cosmo. He does some of the craziest stunts you'll ever see. Here comes the bootleg pass. Nice tackle by the Chargers to get him out of bounds, but it's still going to pick up 10. Niners are knocking on the door. Anyway, I kind of want that with the Chargers. Let's get a fun mascot in there. Boltman would be excellent. Awesome. Let's get some cheerleaders. Let's bring that vibe back, man. Like that vibe. Bruce says, I'm at the game. Bolt up, baby. I want to hear you screaming through the TV. Ah! Go Grudge. Or The Ring. Thanks so much, man. Hey, have fun, dude. Here comes 1st and goal. It's Wilson into the end zone. Touchdown, Niners. They're going to close that lead. That should tie us up, right? And the Niners with a nice drive. Again, oh no. But I'm more excited from what we've seen from some of the playmakers I've been looking for. Gadsden, interior defensive line. Not in this drive, interior defensive line. Amble, DJU, they've been looking excellent. Deshaun, I see you. Yeah, I see you. You might see me. I remember, holy cow. DS, the RN. What's up, dude? 10 gifted memberships. Hot off the press. Yo. Get DS in here with some high fives, baby, because, man, we got some new members to shout out. DS, thank you so much, man. You kidding me? Hey, Charlie, JK, Jolsk 8, Priest, Isidro, Jose Sanchez, Chucky, Michael Bell, Jordan A, Lord Farquaad. A sacrifice I'm willing to make. Scotty B and Camden. Welcome to the crew, courtesy of DS the RN. Welcome. Give him some love. Welcome to the crew. I mean, for what it's worth, you're gonna get some badges. You're gonna get some private streams, some fun private streams. They're fun. They're fine. You're gonna get some custom emojis in here, dude. Look at these bolt ups. That looks different than what iPhone is pushing out. You know what I mean? Welcome to the crew, man. Thank you so much again to DS, man. Thank you. 10, man. You're a crazy person. Thank you guys so much for all the support, man. It's week 3 of the preseason. Y'all still throwing out all sorts of love today, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome to the Bowl fam, every single one of you. I do appreciate that. Let's go. The crew gets a little bigger today, and the fam gets a little wider. Popping off squad. Let's go, dude. Welcome to the crew, everybody. Uncle with the 2 says, check Big DP's tweet, Najee and week 1. Yo, what? Daniel Poppers? Is Najee good to go? Hey, let's go check it out together. How about that? I almost forget sometimes that you guys come with me. Come on a journey with me to the Twitter of Daniel Popper. Oh, there he is. He says, Joe Ortiz says in the broadcast that he's hopeful Najee will be good to go week 1. Week 1. So we're still crossing our fingers. Still no official word yet on what's going on with Najee, but if the GM's hoping, then I'm hoping. Let's hope. Let's all hope together. Because honestly, guys, having him here is such a big impact to this team. A lot of people, myself included, I can be guilty of this at times too, have written him off because of the injury. He's not been practicing. We've not seen anything from Najee. And just because of the weird circumstance that involves his offseason doesn't mean that he's a bad player, man. Him mixed in with Amarian is such a clean duo to attack the ground game with. It's just a relentless, consistent stream of hard running. We want him back. So we can hope that he's ready for week 1, dude. Hey, thanks for the heads up there, Uncle. Appreciate it. Ranger, what's going on, baby? You going to any of the games this year? I will be at the Vikings game this year, and I am very excited. By the way, the Niners just kicked it out of bounds, so we're going to be up at the 40 to start this drive. Ranger, thanks so much. I hope to see you guys there. Who's going to the Vikings game? And I'm going to mention this every time it's asked because I get a lot of tweets and Instagram messages and everything about, where are you? I'm at the game. This year, you'll be able to find me at the Die Hard Bolt Club booth. They've invited me to come hang out with them, and I can stand in one spot and take pictures for a little while. So if you guys want to come catch me there, that would be awesome. Here comes the pass. It's tipped at the line, deflected. It's a 2nd and 10 coming up for the Chargers. Look for me in Thunder Alley. That is where I will be. And I'll try and hang out at the booth for like an hour. Give people ample time to come say hi. Yes, sir. The 49ers have a chance now. Yeah. I mean, it's a preseason game. So, who cares? But we need to see. I think I've seen everything I need to see. What am I looking for now? Maybe depth of the interior offensive line, which has been not great. Here comes the draw. Ooh, Rocket Sanders with a nice cut to the outside, but he quickly gets wrapped up by the Niners. Nice heads-up play by the Niners linebacker, I'm going to guess. Number 45, Martin. Will be 3rd and long for the Chargers here. Director Evan Gak posted a short video about Najee possibly playing week 1. Nice. I would be so stoked, dude. We want to see that. That would make such a easier time for Amarian as well, man, to become that superstar. As some people would say, oh, you're taking away reps from him. No, you're keeping him fresh. You're the best version of Amarian is hitting the field every time he trots out there. We want him out there. 3rd and 11, DJU. We need one of those classic floaters over the middle, in and out of the hands of Campbell. Gadsden had a hand on it, and then it went through his hands, and then Campbell had a hand on it, and then went through his hands. Now we're looking at a 4th and 11. I need to see a replay on that, though. Was it meant for Gadsden? Because maybe Gadsden interrupted the catch that was meant for Campbell. No. Dude, DJ, you took a shot, man. Where's the penalty on that? Here comes the punt. That was a weird one. I don't know if Gadsden interrupted it too much, but it was a tough catch for either one of them, I suppose. Here comes the punt and the return by the Niners at the 20. Are they going to touch it? Yes, they are. And it's going to be downed inside the 35. Got your Navy Blue Hampton. Let's go. I bet, dude. I got my eye on that one. When's the hype video dropping? We're waiting for the promotional material to be dropped by the Chargers. If you guys didn't catch on to this the last several years, so I need footage of the team. And we get a good sample size of it in the preseason, but the rookies in particular, I like to highlight in those hype videos. And usually we like to use the promotional material that's dropped by the Chargers for those segments. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see when it is. It's a little later, honestly, than it has been in years past. I don't know where that stuff is yet, but if we don't see it soon, I might just get something else prepared just in case, because we like to drop it just before the season officially starts. The regular season officially starts. How's that not a flag? Yeah, I don't know. Najee being taken in like round 10 of all fantasy leagues would be crazy if he plays week 1. Dude, what a value. And again, I have my eye on him too. And especially in best ball and stuff where it's like you can afford to keep him on your bench the entire season. Like, he's definitely a great flyer. He's going to get touchdowns, dude. If he's on the field for the Chargers, you can almost bet your butt he's going to get a nice handful of touchdowns throughout the season. Something from the defense again. How we do. Yeah, that was an unfortunate series of events there for the offense. Let's see if the defense can do something again, because that last drive for them was not good. But the interior has been great for the most part this game. Maybe they rotated Marlon Wax and those guys out. I've seen Najee go undrafted in a lot of 10-team leagues. Yeah, it's really not uncommon. I have to drink the rest of it. I'm probably down here. I've been micro-dosing caffeine for a few weeks now. I'm trying to get off of a big amount of caffeine each day. I really only have these on game days now. Maybe once in a while I'll have one in the week. I take the tiniest little sips just to kind of keep things, alert, but not crashy and overwhelming and all that kind of. I don't even drink coffee anymore. This is crazy. I usually have a cup of coffee every morning. We're just trying to cut back. Warren Hampton going to go nuts this year? Yes. Dude, again, this doesn't really mean anything, but I've been playing a lot of franchise, and he was an X factor his second year on my team. I ran the crap out of those seasons. I think here comes the pass. It's wrapped up by 37 of the Chargers. Second and medium. I think I ran for 2,000 yards his rookie season. I just kept going and going and going because he was so good, dude. He was a tackle breaker. Powder blue pants are heat. Oh, yes. I wonder when we're going to see those for the first time. The schedule is posted somewhere. Second and 6. It's Wilson who picks up a few yards. It's third and medium now. With caffeine 2 years ago, don't even notice the difference now. Really? Yeah, I'm just practicing moderation. I think that's, the theme of this year. Gone on a pretty intense diet. Not intense, but it's a diet. You know what I mean? We're going to try and lose some weight and bring the caffeine intake down a little. Kind of hard to tackle at the same time, but we'll do it. Here's 3rd and 3, and BC coming back. Here's 3rd and 3 real quick. It's their quarterback. Throws over the middle. Wide open on the slant is number 7, and it's a first down Niners at midfield. It's still third quarter. No way. So much football left to play. It feels like we've been in the third forever. BC with the $5 holla. Common fourth stringers, give us a win. Please. Please. Would love a dub. Just I would love more. Was that Mickens out there, by the way, on that tackle? I think it was. So Mickens is fine, by the way. Not really a big deal to win or lose these games, but I would like to see something on defense here, too. Thank you so much again, BC. 1st and 10. It's a play action. 14 looks, throws up, and it is in and out of the hands of number 7. Nice punch out by Bridges, but there is a flag. Are we going to see some PI? I didn't quite catch the front of that pass or the front of that play. I saw Bridges go in there for the punch. But there is PI. It is Bridges. That's unfortunate. Here we go. 1st and 10 Niners at the Chargers 36. Keto and intermittent fasting. Yeah, kind of. I mean, I'm almost to the point now because I've done this a few times. Here comes the next play. It's up the middle. It is almost fumbled. Morris Brash almost ripped that thing out. Finally, Vaughn is out there. He'll probably play the last quarter. Got to keep him under 30 yards, please. I almost struggle to say I'm doing keto or I'm doing this or I'm doing that because if you guys would recall, I lost like 75 pounds a few years ago. And I quit vaping. There's a death in the family. I was pretty bummed out. And I stress ate for a while. And I gained a lot of weight. I gained a lot of weight back. But in that journey and in this journey, I've learned that it really is simpler than the diets would make you think it is. It literally is all about the calorie intake, how much you burn. That's pretty much it. You can monitor your carbs and stuff if you want to as well. I tend to be careful about my carbs, but it's more about the calories. You know what I mean? So we just make different choices. We've had to change portions and all that kind of stuff. Working. I've lost a nice little chunk of weight in the time I've been on the diet, about a month now. And of course, a lot of that's gonna be water weight and stuff, but you stick to it. It took me 8 months last time. You can lose a lot of weight in a year. Just gotta really discipline once you've decided to jump in. By the way, nice stop by the Chargers there. Miles Purchase on a tackle to disrupt the catch. It's 3rd and 9. Yep, calories, crazy how much people underestimate the calories. Yeah. And I think, other diets help you figure that out a little bit, but in the end, that's really all it is. Here's the pass over the middle. Is it caught? Wow. What a huge first down by the Niners. Number 3 brings it in traffic. That's a crazy catch by Robbie Chosen with the first down. Hey, Steve Simmons, 54 months, just got off work. Moving day at Georgia State. Let's go. Big love, Steve. Big love. Good luck. Athir, what's up, dude? $5 holla, my baby boy. This is the place we'll be. They're on Super Bowl Sunday. I called it. 14-3 at the AFC. We are the juggernaut in the storm. Let's go. Big love, dude. Athir, I appreciate that, man. Good to see a second down coming up for the Niners. Big love, dude. 14-3. I would be very happy with 14-3. What happened to Kyle Kennard? He's been out there, but we haven't seen much. Ready to hit that like. I mean, me, I used to underestimate my consumption a lot. Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest initial jump is getting used to the new portion control. Oh yeah, I could put away a whole pizza if I wanted to before. Here comes a pass over the middle. Ooh, almost intercepted. Nico Reed in his hands. It bounced off and then goes into the end zone. But a 3rd and 8 coming up. Chargers maybe bend but don't break here. That'd be awesome. Very close to it. First time Harbaugh's in San Francisco? I don't know. Maybe he might have had this one thing a while ago. I don't remember. Here's 3rd and 8. It's a pass underneath, and it is dropped by Wilson. And you got a 4th and 8 coming up for the Niners. Likely a field goal attempt here to put them up 3. Chargers, yeah, good job. Where'd that pressure come from? I think it was Morris Brash. Yeah, he pushed in from the interior. Decent cover by Jasir in the flat. Now you got a 4th and 8. Let's see if the Niners hit this field goal to take the lead. Still a whole quarter and change to play in this game. That's crazy. I wonder what the holdup's been. All the penalties or something? This is a long game. 4th and 8. Here comes the kick. It is up, and it digs right in. It is good for the Niners. The Niners will take a 16-13 lead, and the Chargers offense will try and answer with DJU and Campbell. Hopefully Gadsden again. Who's got it better than us? Yeah, I'm going to say that once. I haven't said that in a while. Who's got it better than us? Nobody. Yeah, announcers got me hyped up. Seen you a few weeks, Morgan Fox. Yeah, I would definitely call him up. If he's a free agent, sure. You know he works here. But exercise people, yes, that's a big part about it too. And it depends on where you are. There's been people that getting the weight off via diet will help them get to the exercise portion. I can say I've been part of that a little bit. There's other people where exercise, you're trying to get off 10 or 15 pounds or so. That's the way to do it. You diet, and you have to add exercise. But I'm a big boy. We're getting our exercise in, right? But we're going from a very static lifestyle. Crazy, because I was in the gym for a while before all this went down. Anyway, we're on a journey. Wish us luck, dudes. Hopefully you see a different director in a year. Here comes the return. Past the 30. Chargers will start at the 32. Eat protein. Yeah, protein, very important as well. My go-to breakfast is a deconstructed omelet with spinach, those cherry tomatoes, like the sweet ones from Costco. Whole can of tuna. Make it into kind of like a tuna fish patty, and then you deconstruct that. And then you put avocado on top of it. Wow, beautiful. And it's a lot of protein, too. And try and get it in early, too. Is my other suggestion. If you can get that nice big, thing of protein in the morning, it'll help you throughout the day. Here comes DJU. Overthrown. Woo! Looking for Brendan Rice. But that was pretty close to being picked. Maybe the first really bad throw I've seen of DJU so far. Here comes 2nd and long. Do I track? I used to. I tracked the first time. You mean my intake and all that? I tracked the first time, and when I was I had a trainer for like a year trying to bulk up. So I definitely tracked then. But now I kind of know the lay of the land. I know what I should and should not be eating. So I thought, when I do track, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm definitely there. The one thing I have to watch out for is a lot of times I'll be under, and that can be just as harmful. Careful. Here comes 2nd and 10. To the sideline. Lot of contact on the sideline. Looking for a flag. Rice is going to get it, and that should be PI and a first down. There's a lot to love about this year, director. Oh, yes, there is. You lost me a tuna. I'm sorry. My family hates it, too. They wake up in the morning like, God, Dad, it tastes like, or it smells like fish in here. I'm like, you give me something else that provides this much protein that goes good in an omelet, and I'll switch. 3rd and 10. Wait, where's the penalty? Did they pick up the penalty flag? That's ridiculous. No way they did that. DJU going for a deep ball and in and out of the hands. There is a flag. Oh, my goodness. That would have been a huge play. Jackson dropped it. holding on the defense. So we're still going to get that first down. But, man, that was a very catchable ball. Ball's incomplete. Jackson, unfortunately, needs to be helped up. He looks fine. Maybe it looks like he stretched something or whatever. He's going to the sideline. And we got a first down. Where are we at now? Like the 35? 40? Turkey is great protein and omelet. I got to try I got to try turkey. I've not tried turkey yet. So you're talking like get maybe some turkey, like ground turkey. You cook that up, and then you throw the spit, because I got to get the spinach in there. That's a big part of it for me. So you got to get the spinach in there. You got to get the tomatoes in there for the sweet, like slightly sweet flavor. That's what I like. Replace the tuna with the ham from Costco. Oh, okay, ham. Over the middle, DJU. He's going to hit, is that Luke Grimm? For about a 4-yard gain. It'll be second and medium. Lamb. You know how hard it is to find good lamb? I actually like lamb, but I never prepare it because I know it. I mean, if my family hated me for tuna, they would kick me out if they smelt me cooking lamb. And secondly, it's hard to cook. You know, I trust the Euro guys with that. But hey, I'll try it whenever I get my hands on it. Lamb's good. Yeah, expensive too. Yeah, it's definitely pricey. Steak and egg omelet, one of the best hands down. Yep. So we'll often, once a week, I'll go get a cut of something. I think we got beef short ribs a couple of days ago. We're in commercial break, by the way. And we'll have dinner that night, but there's usually a lot left over. So I'll have me some steak and eggs for the next day or two after that. That's definitely a nice shake up from the tuna. Tuna can be bad for you if you eat it too often. Yeah, I would say I probably have it 2 or 3 times a week, which that's probably still pushing it. But we keep an eye on it for mercury poisoning, right? I keep an eye on it. And I need to see if I can mix in some salmon every once in a while, too. Yeah, it's just as you say, yep, salmon. I actually, this time around, I haven't eaten as much salmon. I should probably go get some more. I have some salmon patties. You guys get those from Costco, the ones that look like burgers, but they're salmon? Those are really good. Especially if you can get like a slice of pineapple on there between some like keto bread or something. Steak and egg sounds good right now. Yeah, dude, I'm getting hungry now. You guys know me. You guys know my appetite after a stream. Dang it. And I got a stream with Bleacher right after this. I ain't going to eat for a solid hour, dude. I'm getting hungry. You guys are killing me. Ever heard of scans? No. I haven't. I went and, before I did all this, before I started all this, I went and talked to my doctor, and they ran all these blood tests and stuff, and they recommended this and that, and here we go. So we've been on it ever since. So yeah, they checked all my blood, they checked everything. I'm healthy as a horse, other than being a big boy. We're working on the big boy stuff. Check it out. All right, I remember that. DEXA. They sell elk near me? No, I mean, the closest to me is probably like half an hour away. From what I can recall, the only place I can think to get it is in a city a few ways out. All right, we're back in it. 2nd and 6. DJU at the 40-yard line. In motion is Rice. It's going to be a carry. I think it's Rocket. Yes, it is Rocket. Rocket's going to hit the outside. Classic Rocket Sanders. Keeps moving up. Picks up 15, 16. Wait, they started maybe like 15 yards, we'll say. 11 yards. Officially 11 yards. I forgot. It was a second and something. Nice play. Nice run by Rocket Sanders. Man, he's smashing that over. You guys remember where that started on Underdog? I told you. I told all y'all. 18 and a half yards. He's up to 37. Meanwhile, Vaughn at 6. Yes. Go. 1st and 10. Chargers at midfield. 50 exactly. Here comes the next carry for Rocket. He's going to bounce off the first lineman. Finds a small hole. Picks up 5 yards. Rocket, dude. He looks so good. So good. Do we have a local farmer's market? Yeah. We'll be checking it out. It's so expensive, though, a lot of this stuff. Like, most of my diet, and you can do this. I was very successful with this the first time. Most of it's going to be Costco. Because if you try getting all this stuff, the meal prep and everything, it adds up. You know what I mean? But I'll try other stuff, too. You know, every once in a while, it gets repetitive. A little old. 2nd and 7. It's a play action. DJU. There is pressure in his face. He tries to check down to Klotz, and it's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 7 coming up. Drew coming in with the 48, formerly known as Drew Marchand. Okay. That clicked for me instantly. Changed my name. The regular season is coming up. Here we go, Bolt fam. Let's dethrone the Chiefs. Please let this be the year, man. It needs to happen. It's going to happen eventually. It needs to be us to do it, too. Needs to be us, too. While we're listening to the Niners broadcast, hey, I'm here. You turn them down, you turn me up, rip the knob off. 3rd and 7. In motion once again is Brendan Rice. Can DJU convert? It's 3rd and 7. DJ's trying to escape the pressure. He stays on his feet somehow a lot longer than I thought. But eventually they do get to him, and there is a flag. I'm going to guess it's holding on the Chargers, though. May have seen a hold by our offensive line. Let's see what they say. What I'm doing? Wait, what? Illegal contact by the defense. Did we get a first down? Let's go! How do we get this kind of treatment in the regular season? I'm down. Let's get this guy's phone number. Let's send him some gift baskets. I'll send him some sexy photos. This could all be yours. Ew, director, what are you doing? Let's go. First down, Chargers. We are firmly in Niners territory. First and 10. DJ looking. He's going for it all. Sideline. Lots of contact. You got to throw the flag. Come on, man. You got to throw the flag. He never turned his head. He was playing, what's the game with the claps? He was playing that with the running back, or with the wide receiver, the whole 20 yards up there. Come on. 2nd and 10. Weird. Okay, I guess they're making up for the fact we got some wacky flag to keep us alive in this drive in the first place. Patty cake. Playing patty cake with the receiver up the sideline. 2nd and 10. It's a check down to Rocket Sanders, but he had no shot. Wrapped up immediately by 45. It'll be 3rd and long. Yeah, no flag. What of that, dude? That's crazy. Yeah, and unfortunately, Rocket had to turn around almost completely to catch the ball. Good on him for catching it, but man, killed his momentum. 3rd down. Love this rookie refs vibe. He's awkward. Updates on Najee. He might play. Ortiz said on the broadcast that he might play week 1. 3rd and 10. It's DJ. He's going to go up the middle looking for Brendan Rice. Triple coverage. It's going to be no good. Another no flag. I didn't quite see it. The camera didn't pan quite fast enough. Let's see if there was contact. Yeah, there still is contact. That's twice the PI doesn't get called. Weird. And he's right in front of the ref too, man. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Here comes J.K. Scott for the punt. Hey, let's fake it. Let's fake it. We're already at the 40. Come on. Fake it. Did he say? Oh, they muffed it. We've got it. You're still alive, no? Hey, it's Nico Reed.
I want to close out the preseason with this. Winners learn how to win, and losers know how to lose. It all comes down to the coaching staff, and what they teach their players is acceptable. I have high hopes for JH and his staff.
We'll run that back here in just a second, Don. Doing $20 holla. What's up, baby? Thank you so much, dude. Hey. They muffed it. We picked it up. I don't think he was ever touched. Is that something on the recovery, or is it dead as soon as you recover it? Chargers got the football back, and we're already in the red zone, baby. Let's go, Nico. 46 is in the chat. Let's go. Beautiful. I'm going to hit the button late, but I'm going to hit it. Oh, baby. Don coming in $20. I want to close out the preseason with this. Winners learn how to win. Losers learn how to lose. It all comes down to the coaching staff. What they teach their players is acceptable. I have high hopes for Justin Herbert and this, or I should say Jim Harbaugh and his staff. Big up, man. Big ups. We are in good hands. And a $20 holla at that too, man. Here comes Rocket, who almost breaks the tackle. He breaks three tackles for 2 yards. Oh my goodness, Rocket. The hardest earned 2 yards I've ever seen. Big Don, man. Thank you so much, dude. Let's get some momentum coming out of this game. And Nico makes another play to make his case. Big ups, man. Everybody hit like on that. Give him some love in the chat. 2nd and 9 in the red zone. Dude, Rocket's been looking mean, though, man. He's been looking like every time he gets the ball, people go flying. It's unfortunate that's like 20 people taking him down, but you know what it is. Here's 2nd and 9. It's a play action. It's a short throw to Klotz, who picks up maybe a yard. And you're looking at 3rd and 8. Yikes. So this is the first time I've seen that touch pass work against DJU. He threw a touch at Klotz, who was on a bootleg mesh, and it arrived so late that he had no chance to turn upfield. Here's 3rd and 8. Trips for the Chargers. It's DJ looking over the middle. Oh, it's a little too high. He was looking for Luke Grimm. And it's too high. 4th and 8. And here comes Cameron Dicker for the 3-point try to tie this thing up. Yeah, it was a little too far, but he had to float it that far because there was 3 DBs in the area. Who do they say is snapping the football? Is that our tight end playing long snapper? It's Fisk. That's really cool. Tucker Fisk, by the way, that's what they were talking about in the broadcast. I was like, who's snapping the ball? Tucker Fisk. He's playing long snapper for us in those special teams snaps. That's crazy. That's awesome. Confused why we stopped running the ball. Yeah, me too, dude. Especially if Rocket's gonna be out there anyway. Like, let's run the ball. Red, what's up, baby? Now with the fams, what up? Hey, we're doing good, man. It's been a fun one. There's been some really big plays. Just wait till you see a Twitter or whatever. Oh, it's been good. I mean, it's tied up, close game, but we've seen some good stuff today. No matter what happens in terms of the score, in terms of the win-loss, it's been a good game. There's after the first quarter, not so great. Yes, there's no way they let Sanders go. Yeah, Harris might not see as well. We're being told he might not be in football shape. Love Rocket. Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people are speculating he might start on the NFI list, which would keep Rocket safe at least in that time. But you know, what do you do? Where's Kamani Vidal, by the way? I put him on the cover of this game. I thought he'd be seeing some reps, but maybe he's lumped in there with the starters. So maybe he's definitely not getting cut too. Which I'm not rooting for him to get cut. I'm just saying, how do we make room for Rocket? Because I don't want to see him go to the practice squad. He'll get scooped up. Got her. He's injured. Oh, you're talking about Vidal? He's not playing because he's banged up. Interesting. Okay, interesting. I must have missed that. Well, I don't know, dude. I don't know. We have a lot of good running backs. I'm hoping and praying they find a way to keep them all. It'd be unfortunate if it's because they get to be on the, NFI or up or whatever list, but I want to see them all remain a Charger. They're all just so good. And Vidal is included in that. Could see his pass blocking work last week versus the Niners. And the Saints too, right? You're like, man, he's so good. Especially the Saints. Harris gone to the locker room with injury. Harris. Trey? Najee? I don't know. Adele, the commentary team, said he got hurt. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. Hey, thank you so much, Uncle. Oh, Josh Harris. Oh, no. That's why we've been seeing Fisk as a long snapper. Dude, Harris is one of the best long snappers in football. Not just the Chargers. Like, in the league. He's maybe the best long snapper in football. Ooh, hopefully he's okay. That would suck to lose your long snapper literally the last week in the last quarter of preseason. Yeah, that would and long snapper, dude, like that's low key, like underrated in the pros. We have like the best one. Joe Alt's such a hand. Here comes the pass over the middle, dude, wide open. Tackled by R.J. Mickens, but Evan's been getting open, dude. We're just trying to get DJU some more film for other teams to look at. I don't know. I honestly think they're trying to make a decision on who to keep at quarterback, which is starting to look like Trey and DJU. But I don't know. The veteran presence and leadership of Heineke cannot be underestimated, too. That's actually something very valued in the league. First and 10. It's a carry by 30. This might be the Vaughn guy. Organized. Ramos with the $5 hollow. What's up, director? Bolt up, bro. Bolt up, organized. Appreciate that, dude. We'll say Ramos. Thank you so much for the $5 hollow, man. I appreciate that. Did they just give Joe Alt smelling salts in the middle of an interview? He looked like he was going to fall over. So they're in an injury timeout right now, by the way. We're waiting for the play with 9 minutes left in this game. Go up like Clark Kent. Yeah. Just tuned in, miss anything significant. There's been some fun plays. The first quarter, you can skip it. After that, it's been interesting. Bolt up, shrimp. Hey! Hurry up, shrimp. Hurry up, shrimp. No way that's the shrimp, man. Good to see you, dude. Want to see DJ with the first team. Different dynamics. Yeah, it really is. That's kind of why I was hoping to see him last week when they said that the starters would be playing. But, the Chargers, I'll give them credit for this. They're very good at keeping secrets. And last year's secret was J.K. Dobbins. He popped off, right? This year's secret, I mean, DJ's not much of a secret, but we haven't seen much of him. Maybe there's a veteran thing there. I don't know. This year's secret is Amari Hampton. They have only let him out on the field a few times because they know what they got in him, and he is going to destroy this league. Year one, dude. He's a very special player. I am so excited to see him. As soon as week one, prove to everybody how good of a pick that was in the first round. Because it's tough, man, to live up to that first round potential as a running back. Like, you really got to bring it. I think he's going to be one of those dudes. He's such a beast. Me gave him a favor, forfeiting the game due to injuries. I mean, I guess. I am worried about the long snapper situation. I'm not going to lie. We'll keep an eye on it. Had such a great career as a long snapper. Anyone else remember the completely blind long snapper? I don't know how many years ago. He actually believed for USC Trojans. Really? That's insane. What a story. On the field and on the sideline, Joe Alt is a gentle giant, but on the field, he's like Quentin Aaron in the blind side, pushing dudes across the field, throwing them over the wall. Yep. Dude, in the limited capacity that we saw him last week, he was dominant. So good. When Aaron played Michael Orr in the movie. Okay, gotcha. I was like, there's something going on. I don't know something, but I get it. So 2nd and 8. Come the Niners at midfield. Big carry. Who are you? Eshawn Vaughn with a 10-yarder. No! My underdog. He needs about, 15 yards more, 16 yards. Chargers, stop him. Stop him. We have $20 on the line. I thought we were off scot-free. Here comes 1st and 10. They're about to rip my heart out here, huh? In motion's number 3. It's Mordecai, hands it off to Vaughn, who picks up another 4. And it is 2nd down. And they have all the reason in the world to continue running, too, so I'm a little worried. Like, they're going to bleed the clock a little bit. It's still a little early for that. They have the lead of the field goal range already. They're going to try and score. Jake Olsen, that's such a cool story. Here comes the pass underneath. It's Mordecai. He hits his man, number 9. It's Willis. It's going to be a 1st down or very close to it. Y'all made me so hungry. My stomach's like eating itself right now. It is close to a 1st down. 3rd and 1. It's a QB sneak. I don't think he got it. It was a 3rd and 1. And Mordecai tried to sneak it. And who went over top? Was that Murphy? Yeah, that's definitely not a 1st down. So it was, I think it was Silvera, it was Wax, and it was Murphy who all pushed him back. It's definitely not a 1st down. We're looking at a 4th and inches. Let's see if they try it again. Okay, so Mordecai is actually limping a little bit. He says, take me out. Coach says, you're staying in. You're going to get a delay a game, if anything, right? They're lining up. They're going for it, 4th and 1. Watch out for another quarterback sneak. It's actually a handoff this time. And oh, my goodness, completely destroyed in the backfield. Oh, it's the Chargers rejecting. And it's Marlon Wax again. Marlon Wax. What a season for him in the preseason. Completely destroys that run. And it takes away some of those rushing yards from Vaughn. More importantly, and we have a turnover on downs. Chargers have the football. They say, what? Not today, baby. Not today. Let's go. Wax on, wax off. What a play, dude. Hey, Steve Simmons with the 5 says, did you see Atlanta cut Morgan Fox and Elijah Dotson? I did see that. Morgan Fox in particular is a name that I would definitely get on the phone. At least bring in, see how he looks. You know what I mean? It'd be awesome to get him on the cheap. Back, like the same situation like Keenan Allen. We know what he is. Let's get some reinforcements out there. Although they're saying right now that defensive line's looking a lot deeper than we thought they did. Steve, thank you so much again. $5 holla. Some big love. DJU needs a touchdown here. That would be awesome. And, dude, that's fun. I mean, I've seen enough to where I'm like, okay, we got some good things to work with. And if anything, I'm feeling fine about the first week, in a sense, with some of the backups. But a dub would certainly not hurt.
Fox is surprising. I don't think he fits the new system. Yeah, probably. Because I remember that being the case when he was with the Rams, I think. There was just some, he was up and down, and then he came to the Chargers, and he was really, killing it. Now, who knows what's going on? Obviously, he got cut, so if he's available, I definitely would give a shot, Bring him in. Keep Rice out of the field. OG. Maybe. You're at the point now where you want your guys healthy. You're really testing the bottom of the roster. Bottom of the roster. Help you make some decisions next week because, guys, Tuesday is the day. That is the day. Mickens is back. Yes, he is. September 5th. So stoked. It's crazy that starting in Brazil. It feels like a dream. It doesn't feel real. They're talking about how prepared Jim Harbaugh is for that trip. They have everything planned. Here's Rice in motion again. It's going to be a carry. And, a nice haul. There's Rocket Sanders. Almost got away. Nice tackle by the Niners. He'll pick up about 5. It'll be second and medium. For Jamie Foxx and you again Tuesday. Oh, Chargers got a player down. Who is it? Who's down? '71's in the chat. I think that's the number I'm seeing on the field. It's Branson Taylor. Ooh, the rookie out of Pittsburgh. So, did they mention that he just moved to tackle? He was a guard, he just moved to tackle? Or vice versa? Where is it? In the corner. I'm looking for the injury. It looks like lower body, maybe. They're looking at him. 71's in the chat for Branson Taylor. The 199th pick for the Chargers. Or in the NFL draft. He's getting up. Or he's sitting up, I should say. Hopefully he's all right. I mean, the bottom of the roster right now in terms of depth is already not looking great. We don't want to see him down now. You know what I mean? All right, he's getting up. He's walking. Okay. Wonder what it was, because he's not even limping or anything. Maybe he did get the air knocked out of him as well. I mean, guys, this is kind of a shock. Like, going from working out to contact sports is a shock. So maybe he just... Although now that I'm looking at it, he's being very ginger with his right arm. Maybe he's holding his side. Can't quite tell. Hopefully everything's okay. They got to get him into the tent. Take a look at him. 2nd and 5 Chargers. Rocket Sanders still in at running back. Is it going to be to him? No, it's a play action. Nice block by Rocket. And it's intercepted. Oh, this is going to go for 6 as well. Pick 6 by the Niners. DJU threw right to him. That is unfortunate. That's not going to help his chances. He has a lot of upside, but that is a rookie mistake right there. He just stared down 38 Campbell. He was looking for him the whole time. Didn't even notice Robinson underneath playing that hook zone. And boy, was that the easiest pick 6 he's ever going to have in his life. Oh, man. Yeah, that's brutal. That's brutal. And the Niners are going to take the lead, likely 23-16. Chargers down a full score. Yikes. It's back out there. No. I mean, again, at the end of the day, a win would be nice, but it's definitely not necessary. But that's not going to help the rookie's chances. If anything, it bums me out because he's had such a solid game. I didn't catch the penalty. Something on the Niners, probably excessive
It hurts DJU's chances, and there's a lot to like about him. But that is what paints the stark contrast between a veteran and a rookie. And although I still like the rookie upside of DJU, that's points for Taylor Heineke. That play right there. Yep. The kick is good. You got a score of 23-16 on your hands. Let's see how he bounces back. Getting so hungry now, dude. I'm starving. He doesn't seem like a huge candidate to get sniped off the practice squad, though. Yeah, between him and like Rocket and these other guys, I'd be less concerned. But he has enough to where you're like, okay, I mean, and to be clear, if you poach him off of the Chargers practice squad, he has to be signed to the 53 as your actual backup quarterback. So that makes it more unlikely that he does get sniped. Just so we're all clear. Because you can't poach someone off of someone's practice squad to come join your practice squad. It does not work like that. It's cut game. Yeah, it is. Harbaugh is upset. He should be. That was a very easy pick six for the Niners. Here comes the kick. Who's returning? Going to field it in the end zone and take it out. And it is Rocket. Takes a hit inside the 20-yard line. And it's going to be a first down around the 18 or 19. Rocket probably shouldn't have fielded that one. They're going to keep him out on the field, though. Eating pupusas. Oh, from El Salvadorian neighbor. Oh, no. Let's wrap it up. 1st and 10. I form off the strong side. It's a pitch to Hines, who gets caught from behind. 2nd down. What game am I going to? The Vikings game. Lance, no, he's got QB2 solidified. That would be a very big shock. Somebody asked me earlier if there was who would be the shocking cut. Lance would be the biggest shocking cut for me. 2nd and 12. 4 receivers out there. Grimm in the slot. Who's this other guy? There's Rice. And DJU going for the deep comeback. And it's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Campbell again. And now it's 3rd and 12. Director eats more food. So will you stop? Roll the credits? Okay. But the game's still going, so we're gonna play this one out. 3rd and 12. DJU. Can we get a long 3rd down conversion? 12 yards. It's an underneath pass that's too far for his running back. It's 4th and 12, and I feel like the rookie's starting to feel it. Chargers got to punt this thing away. I mean, the interior offensive line has not been good, too. This backup center, like, what's his, Kaltenberger? He's, if we were to refer to SpongeBob's squirrel friend under the sea, her last name is how I would describe his performance tonight. There's a flag on the Chargers. We got a punt from a little further away now. Nothing burger's good too. Receivers been dropping the ball too much in this game. Yeah, I mean that would also not be great. I think that also happened to Trey Lance earlier too. Pork spare rib, you guys are killing me. You guys are killing me right now. Here at the game. I mean, you got to see some really cool stuff in person, though. Gadsden, you know, that was pretty cool. I'm sure Wax was awesome. Some fun stuff. Don't worry. At least it's a preseason game. There you go, Hugo. Cheeks. Kennard gonna make the 53. I feel like he has to, because he's a what? He's a 4th round pick. Like, you're not gonna let go of him. No way. He will get poached. Someone will take him. So if you're gonna be rostering any of these other guys like Murphy or Brash, you're gonna have to make some room. A fifth edge. Burgers sound so good. Here comes the next carry for 30. Absolutely buried at the line. And the Rams really have no reason not to be running the football too. So let's maybe get a stop here. I would like my $20, please. Where are we at? 21 yards, so he still needs another 13. 13 yards. Make a video you predict makes 53 miles. Yes, the cuts video. Wait, I already made that. I already made the cuts video. That one's, I was like, yeah, that's on my raw. Oh, wait, I already did it. Cuts video. Here comes the next carry for 30. He gets tripped, and he only picks up another yard. Nice. If you're referring to the 53-man roster video, maybe I'll try and put that out on Monday. Not a lot of shelf life. I guess I could put it out tomorrow. Then just wait till Tuesday for cuts. We'll see. I'll think about it. Real one happens Tuesday? Yeah. What I mean by shelf life, too, is that I like to give my videos at least a couple of days before events that people have enough time to discover it. Here comes the screen, and he gets blown up. Okay, Chargers defense, they did their job. There's still 3 minutes left in this game, 3.5 minutes. That's a 3 and out. Edwards, was he the man? Is it Tara Edwards, the man who picked off Stetson Bennett last week? Nice tackle. And we are looking at a 4th down. Chargers have life. So the Chargers now down to 2 timeouts. Yeah, big man interception. That was fun. Now we got to think about, can DJU take us downfield in 3 minutes, which we know he can. He's got the big arm, but, man, did the Niners adjust. They have been all over these receivers in the 4th quarter. Probably the last possession of the night. I would imagine so, especially now that we only have the 2 timeouts. There is a 2-minute warning, but that would be tough. Here comes the return. It's Luke Grimm, who already muffed it once tonight, and he muffed it again. And the Niners have it. That is GG's. That is GG's, dude. Oh, my God. Oh, no. He had a touchdown on special teams last week. And he muffs another one, 2 this week. And it's Niners are going to win this game. But that is unfortunate. I wanted to see a 2-minute drill by DJU. Yeah, Graham probably lost all return privileges with that one. Here's 1st and 10. If he wasn't quite sure on that, he should have let it hit. He should have let Let it go. Here comes the carry. It's by 30 again. He gets absolutely buried. Loss of 5. I think that was just Sear Taylor. Nice tackle. Still some good stuff to look at on defense. I wanted to see the offense in a 2-minute drill, though, man. That's unfortunate. Here comes another timeout by the Chargers. Probably a good decision here. It's going to be second and 13. But they're definitely in field goal range, so there's no win in this game. But I would like to see a 2-minute drill from the offense with the backups if possible. Grimm getting cut. I don't know if he gets cut. I think he's a fine practice squad guy. Again, I got to see him in person. We were studying him in the preseason during the draft season, and he's a good receiver. The returning stuff is not working out for him, which is crazy to think because he was such a huge play last week versus the Rams on that return. Yeah, Dede was always going to be the returner. But they're looking for some backups out here. And unfortunately, both of the returners that we've seen in Hines and now Luke Grimm, they have 4 muffed punts between the two of them. Here comes the play action. Ooh, it is a wide open receiver touchdown. Niners. It's going to be, wow, they're going to drop 30. That's a big one. Let's get the offense out there to close this one out. Get director some food. 2 muffs in a game should not be on the roster. 2 muffs in a game, 2 games in a row. Woo! That is rough. That is rough. That sucks for Grimm, too, man. Bacon cheeseburger. I'm still thinking about what the heck I'm going to eat. All I've had today, I had this little beef short rib. I had one extra one about this big. I had that for breakfast. I have been busy playing Minecraft with my son and my wife until the game started. So I am hungry. I got some calories to spend before bed. We got to hurry, though. I'm not supposed to eat too late. That's the other part of this, too. If you guys are on the director diet. Nothing special. Try not to eat too late. Go with a steak and a big salad. I don't know. We already made the steak. The steak's gone. I got to get creative. Bacon pancakes are killing me. You think that's on a fat guy-friendly diet? I don't think so. Give me some grilled chicken with avocado or something. Depressing me with pancakes. This guy. Pizza. All the peas. Paninis. That all sounds so good. Here comes the return. Is this, it's Nyheim Hines again. Hines gets down to the 35. We got 3 minutes to play. And one last shot for DJU to make the roster. Something. Boba T. Al Pastor. Went vegan. No. No way. I could never. I would struggle. I would definitely struggle. I would make it 4 hours in. Pork chops, grilled onions, steamed veggies. Hey, that sounds great. Thank you. Ed Reyes coming in. Watch. Proteins. I think it's something turkey-based tonight. I think that's what's on the menu. Something turkey. A salad. Light on the dressing. And a bunch of water. 1st and 10. DJ's going to try and run with it. Got some nice blocks. Get out of bounds. There you go. 12 yards for DJU. I mean, he doesn't look like much of a mobile quarterback. I'm just going to say that from that run. Maybe not his strong suit. Tofu is protein. I make one of my signature dishes. If you want to see me on MasterChef. They're like, oh, what's he going to make? What's his signature dish? I make a hell of a hot and sour soup, which my son loves, but he loves it mainly because of the tofu, so he makes me like double or triple up the tofu sometimes. Man, that kid loves that stuff. He'll eat that for 3 days and not complain. He's a picky eater. Nice ball by DJU. He's going to hit Campbell, his favorite target, for almost 15 yards. Chargers past midfield. 2-minute drill. Let's get in the end zone. Here comes DJ. He's going to hit, is that Gadsden or is that Rice? It's Rice for about 10 yards. Now 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3 at the 40. Game is atrocious. Yeah, a lot of it was. But there were some really good parts, too. Like, some really good parts. Five says hi. You signed her jersey last year at training camp. What's up? 2nd and 3. It looked like a comeback route, but a bit of miscommunication. And it's going to be a flag as well. We see some PI, maybe? That'd be nice. A little PI. I was still so gobsmacked that anybody came up to me for an autograph. You know how wacky that is? You know how much I gloated? You know how many brownie points that bought me? Hanging out with the buds. Bragging about how good life is. That was crazy. You guys made me feel like a legit celebrity that weekend. Every time I go see you guys at a game or whatever. 3rd and 3 for the Chargers. And we're inside the 40. Yeah, that's the one where I was so sunburnt, dude. I learned my lesson the hard way. Oh, man. I was miserable, but I think the hype got me through it. Here comes the underneath throw to Hines. Hines going to pick up the first down. Does he get out of bounds to save some clock? I think he does. I think they got him out of bounds, so it's 4 seconds left before the 2-minute warning. The Chargers can get one more play in. I definitely felt famous. That's all I want to say. Ms. Director, make you a plate of chicken fajitas for dinner. You know, I'll say this. My wife has been so on top of it. Like, it would be 10 times harder if she wasn't so prepared with her shopping and cooking and meal prep and all this kind of stuff. It has definitely made it a lot easier this time around. I would be in a much worse situation if Mrs. Director wasn't so on top of it. Tag blessed. What can we take from this game, Director? There are a lot of things to work on, but we did see some pretty good things from a couple of players that I needed to see it from, and we're going to talk about that on my Underdog show. I'm gonna jump on there right after the stream, y'all, because I am starving. I want to get that show out so I can go eat. I am hungry. Carne asada fries, man. Killing me. Pasole, oh, God. 1st and 15. It looks like another comeback route, but there was no comeback. Now there's another flag for PI. Same route, same miscommunication, same flag. Another PI. Woo! And still 1 second. We get another play. The refs are kind of giving this one to us. That's why this game has been so effing long, dude. There has been like 300 penalties today. Absolutely crazy. And now you all want me with some Mexican food? Here comes 1st and 10. Pozole? Yes. Yes! Wonder if that fits the diet. I doubt it. Here comes the deep ball for Rice, who tries to adjust and just does not come down with it. He bent his whole body backwards looking for that back shoulder, but it was an awkward way to try and catch that ball. That was a good throw, too. He had it. Ah! That one doesn't look good, Rice. That does not look good. Colt Dog. I was your first autograph, buddy, according to you. Really? Really? Was that the one at camp? I think that's the first time anybody had asked for my autograph was at camp. Unless we were at a game and you had a pen. I remember somebody giving me a pen when I was out there. because everybody had stuff anyway that they wanted signed for the training camp. I think I had been asked once before, but I just wasn't prepared. It's crazy. Still frigging blows my mind. Colt Dog, thank you so much, man, for being my first. You popped my auto cherry. Yeah, that was definitely catchable. That was not a good look for Rice. They're getting me want to buy a hot tub all of a sudden. Greg Roman wants DJ to throw it to some people to see who should be removed. I mean, that's a lot of what you're going to see of this entire game. Let's see who we really can afford to part with and who we need to move stuff around to get on the roster. Rice is not his dad. No, and what sucks is that play happened right in front of his dad, too. His dad's at that game. You know, I wonder if they're shacked up in San Fran. I would imagine so, especially if he's there right now. He's just coming back. I met me and my wife at SoFi. Your girlfriend at SoFi. Hey, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. I can't wait to see everybody again. At camp, multiple people ask you after. Yes, I remember. That was so much fun. I was gutted that I wasn't able to make camp this year. I think we're going to try making it next year. We just had a lot going on this year. And other plans, got in the way. That, and I heard you guys have to fill me in on this. Getting tickets to training camp was a little difficult this year. I mean, it's difficult every year, but in particular this year, I heard there was some complications with the website, some glitches or whatever. That would suck. I got to get plane tickets and stuff in advance, and then if I have no chance of getting tickets to practice, that's tough. That's definitely tough. Padres beat the Dodgers. That's cool. Yeah. Any fantasy players that preseason moved the needle on? 2, 3. Do not sleep on Keenan Allen. I don't know if that's what you're looking for, players that preseason, because that was a signing, not so much a performance. Obviously, Omari and Hampton, and funny enough, the lack of snaps in preseason what tells me that he's the real deal. Chargers already know who he is, what he is, and they're keeping him a secret. And in terms of, obviously Ladd McConkey, he had one catch that looked absolutely spectacular. Yeah, I don't know. And that's about it. Feels pretty good. I wanted to say tight end, but we didn't get to see much from Conklin. It's too early to take Gadsden. I think he needs another year or two before he's like that serviceable tight end in fantasy, at least. If we continue to see something from Trey Harris, he might end up being a good pick too. He's going to be the X, and he's getting those targets. It might not be a bad play. That's probably in a deep 12-team league. Here comes the middle catch by Luke Grimm, who on 3rd and 10, I think he picked up 9 and 9.5. Nice play. Stayed on his feet through contact. It's a minute and a half left in this game. Chargers have to go for it on 4th down. Not a lot of time to play with, so they're hurrying. It's going to be a carry by Rocket, who picks up the 1st down. See, that's the philosophy of the Chargers offense. That's what you want to do. Run the football. Give Marshawn the ball on the 1. Don't overthink it. And in this case, it worked. I'm not going to say it works every time, but that's probably the move for this team. DJU looking, fires deep, and it's too far into the end zone. Incomplete in the area of Campbell and Luke Grimm. We're looking at a 2nd and 10. Smart throwaway, stops the clock, and gives them a second to collect themselves on 2nd and 10. KLS, again, that's deep, like a 14-team league, because he might get a nice play here and there this season. They're going to use him, right? It's going to happen. Oh! But I don't know if it's going to be as frequent as the other receivers.
Director looking forward to another season. Feeling good about Harbaugh year 2
into
and
the
moving
end
forward.
zone!
Feels like the new
DJ
Chargers.
to
Hope
Luke
some
Grimm.
of my faves make the
That's
team,
a
but trust the
Chargers
process.
touchdown! On the $50 holla from BC. Let's go. You needed to see it. We had to see something. We're going to lose this game, but we wanted to see a nice 2-minute drill. We got it. Luke Grimm able to redeem himself partially. We're still going to lose, but he makes a good play to end the game. Bolt up, baby. Hey, as this was going down, we got a $50 holla from BC. Are you kidding me? He comes in and says, Director, looking forward to another season, feeling good about Harbaugh year 2, and moving forward. Feels like the new Charger. Help some of my fabs make the team, or hope some of my fabs make the team, but trust the process. Dude, $50 holla. What a way to usher in the new season on a touchdown play, too. Them's is the good vibes, man. Thank you so much, dude. Give him some love in the chat, guys. That's a big one. Thank you so much for the positivity, the support, the consistency here every week, man. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me, man. Big Dog BC coming in with the $50 holla. Big love to you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's going to be a good one. And what's even more crazy is that the regular season has so much in store for us. I think that we're going to be looking at a new offense with Amari and Hampton. You're going to see a whole slew of new weapons for Justin Herbert. If our defense can stay anywhere near what it was last season, we might have something here, man. I'm very stoked. And so if preseason has been such a fun prerequisite to all that, just imagine what we're going to see in just, a week and a half? Chargers, Chiefs, September 5th, Brazil. Oh, so stoked. Just about, 2 weeks? Yeah. So stoked, man. Thank you again so much, BC. $50 haul. That's huge. Big, big, big love. Should be a fun season. And I honestly think, guys, I'm going to maybe do a video about this before the regular season kicks off. The reasons why I'm excited for this year. I honestly think after everything, after as awesome as, Minter's been with the defense and the new pieces and everything, I think it really comes down to me, at least, the Chargers' run game, which includes Amari and it includes Najee. Here's the onside kick, by the way. The Niners will get it. But the Chargers' run game is about to define the season, I feel like. And this is something that you've seen throughout Harbaugh's career as a head coach. We had a lot to figure out in the first season. We kind of skated by with JK and Gus, and, we showed the potential was there even with those guys. But this season, the focus, the drafting, the premium running backs, don't even get me started on how awesome a season I think Omari and Hampton's about to have. It's going to be a special year. And I think it's going to be that year where you see that curve, that change, that turn in the right direction in terms of the offense, because last year was kind of a mess. This year, that run game is going to help define it, dude. I'm so excited. Omari and Hampton, dude. I could not be more. Last year for me, it was Ladd McConkey. You guys know this. I was glazing him the entire season up until we drafted him. The entire preseason, I should say, the drafting process season. We drafted him. I lost my friggin' mind, and it's happening again this season with Amari and Hampton. I'm expecting the same results. I think we have a star on our hand. So excited. Hey, everybody. Hey, all you people. Listen to me. I just won a fantasy team. We won the entry. That's like $20 right there, dude. Not too shabby if I do say so myself. Raise your hand if you guys copied. Don't always copy. Sometimes you can fade. Sometimes you say, Director, you're crazy. I'm fading. And a lot of times you might be winning that one too. You copied. Congratulations. $20 in the back pocket ain't bad. Good game to everybody, man. Hey, a huge shout out again to all the super chats today. That was absolutely wild. I couldn't believe it.
the last game of preseason. 80% of this game was a snooze. You guys still came in here. Don Clark, BC, of course, Action Dan, Rattlesnake Jake. Thank you guys so much for all the support in the chat, man. It's been absolutely so cool to see, you know, the season coming up. There's Greg McPhee again, the newcomer. Yes, the RN with the gifted memberships. Athir. You guys rock, man. And Colt, thank you guys so much for all the support. Really, absolutely so appreciated. And gets me super hyped for the season. Robert coming in with the last second $10 holla. Both up for the 25 season. Let's go. Big love to you, man. Let's go. This is a season to get hyped about here too, man. Would love to win here going in from the preseason to the regular season, but it's not necessary. We got some fun stuff to talk about as we get into the Bleacher Report stuff. Guys, give Robert a huge like in the chat. Thank you so much, man. It's going to be a fun season. So much to get stoked about. So many moving pieces finally falling into place. Help for Justin Herbert finally. Got to figure out a few things left on the offensive line, defensive line, few things here and there, but I think it's going to be a better season than last year. You know, the win column doesn't need to say 11. It's a much harder schedule, but I think, you know, it's definitely possible to reach those heights again, and I think it's going to reach a lot. It's going to mean more. 11 wins would mean a lot more this season than it did last year because of the schedule, and I think we're absolutely capable of it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. This has been The Director. I am absolutely starving. I'm going to go do this stream with Bleacher Report real quick and go grab me some grub. Again, thank you to everybody so much for the super chats. Thank you everybody so much for showing up. I think we had like 700 or 800 people in here tonight for the last game. Get absolutely hyped for the regular season. We are going off, or we're going to kick things off with a bang in our first stream on the 5th. It's going to be a good time. We'll catch you guys in the Bleacher Report app here in just a minute. If you guys are newcomers, you don't know what I'm talking about, I have a show on Bleacher Report in which I react to these games every week after every single game. Go to the Bleacher Report app, find me in the Chargers section, and we can keep this conversation going. Big love to all the Bolt fan, man. We'll see you over there. Get in on the action this season with Underdog Fantasy's Pick'em game. Select higher or lower between 2 and 8 players and compete for up to 325 times your entry. Use code DIRECTOR when signing up to receive up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free pick.